with Ren soon because I know she's probably in the request. All right. So let's remember tonight, guys, to do all of the good things. Let TikTok know that you want to be here. Tap, tap, tap the screen. Share the live, but don't spam share because we want to stay on the FYP. We don't want to get pushed down in the algorithm. All right. And let's take care of those penny gifts and any other gifts that we put up there tonight. That way, it lets TikTok know that, hey, we want to be here and we want the MAGAs to come in. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this started. We appreciate everything that you do. So again, I say before we get started, thank you for the love, the support, the encouragement, and the engagement. And look who's here.
It didn't even tell me you were live.
I know that's TikTok playing in your face.
They do that.
They be doing that sometimes. All right. Welcome, Ren. Welcome in.
Hello.
How are you tonight, love?
I'm okay.
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
Glad to hear that you're doing well too, Lo. Hey, Lo, quick question. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Of course.
You did vote for Donald Trump. Okay, young man. How old are you?
28. How old are you?
28. Okay.
How old are you?
What did you say, Ren?
This is Austin.
That's Austin? You know I can't see.
Hi,
You mean
Austin.
weird ass Austin?
Weird, Austin. What are you talking about?
Well, Ren knows what I'm talking about. So that's why I said weird. Shit, the fuck?
Dude, it's been a minute. How do you guys even remember?
Ren never forgets.
I must have left an impression.
Wasn't a good one.
All right. So Austin, what you want to talk about?
What is MAGA? Make America Great Again.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Austin. We did not know that. Oh my
welcome.
God. That's crazy. I would never guess that. All right. So what does Make America Great Again mean to you, Austin?
Making it prosperous again. Unifying the people, but that's not happening at all. I think we're more divided than ever now. So
yeah,
I think his plan's failing.
Let me ask you a question. How are you going to unify people while acting like certain people don't exist?
Who are certain people?
Let's see. People with disabilities, children, members of the LGBTQIA community, immigrants. Need I go on?
No, yeah, that's a pretty good list.
Mm-hmm.
So answer her question.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not up to me.
Okay, so basically we can conclude that Trump is not a unifier. He has unified a certain sect of people in hate, but he's not a unifier. He won't bring people across the aisle. There'll be no meeting in the middle.
I don't think it's hate. I think he unified quite a bit, of people.
Explain to me how.
Yeah. I would say, how is it not hate when everything that he's done has been predicated on hate, like mass deportation, proposing cuts to significant, massive cuts to Medicaid, which will definitely disproportionately impact children, especially those children who are living in poverty, when not 1 out of 8, but 8 out of 10 of them will definitely be impacted by his cuts. So how?
I mean, again, that's not hate. He's doing a lot. The whole administration is doing a lot as far as, identifying the liquidation of money and funds.
Hey, Alina's.
Right, doing all that. As far as like the whole immigration goes, I mean, do you guys believe that there should be, open borders and anybody can just come and stay?
Our borders have always been open. Our borders are open. They've never been closed. The only time they were closed was once, and that was during the pandemic. That's it. Our borders aren't closed.
What you doing here?
So you have to stop that lie.
What? How am I lying?
Because you're acting as if the borders are open and just anyone and everyone can come through. No, there is a process when you cross the border.
That's not what I asked. I asked you, do you think they should just be open? I wasn't
What do you
saying.
what do you mean about they should just be open
Do
then?
you think that there shouldn't be a process of, um, receiving citizenship and gaining or documentation?
I think borders are arbitrary lines created by man.
Right.
That's
So
it.
if that
So
physical
yes, they
border,
should be. If it wasn't there, then they should.
that's what I'm asking you. Should they? I'm distracted by Alina's little party going on.
I know. I heard it too. Why she? Oh, she had a bad signal. She'll be back.
Mhm.
Uh,
She'll come back
all
when she
right.
can.
All right.
See, look, that's the thing though. Like, I know she hangs out with you guys, right? If America and all this stuff is so horrible, but yeah, we still have time to enjoy our lives. Like, it's not that bad.
It's 7 p.m.
Oh,
Friday. It's 95 degrees.
Degrees. I ain't
I
got no
ain't got
nigga,
no
and
man.
that nigga ain't got me.
You know what, Austin? That's why I can't fucking stand you.
What?
Is Austin black, Ren? I don't remember.
I think he might be Afro. I don't know.
What's
I
wrong
think-
with you,
I
dude?
think he's black. I do think he's black. Or he's biracial. One of the two.
What's wrong with you? Why'd you get all tight?
I can't remember if you white or not.
It don't matter.
Yes, it
What
do,
are
'cause-
you? Yes, I
what are
do.
you?
Oh my
It
goodness, here we go. Another conversation.
No. It's a simple answer.
I'm not white.
Then
What
what
are you
are you?
then?
I'm not white.
Are you black?
There's a portion.
He's
You're so
biracial.
fucking weird.
Yeah, he's
So-
biracial. I was gonna
Oh,
say
don't pivot away from the border conversation.
Oh no,
No
we
one's
going back,
pivoting
guys.
away from the border.
going
Thank you
back.
for the heart
I
me.
can't sing a song. We don't have freedom of speech. What the hell?
You're so weird. No, you can't go around saying the N word if you're not a black person, silly pants. Duh.
That's your, opinion.
Whatever, boy. I don't have time for you. I don't know what your race is, and at this point, just watch your damn mouth. Moving on, because I don't have the energy.
Yep.
Oh,
He's
he's
so
gone.
aggravating. Oh, that
Who's
happened. I don't know who that was. It just says gas went offline. That was God. That's who that was. That was God himself. God said, I don't like ugly. And he removed Austin. There we go. Y'all, even if you don't believe in him, drop some hearts in the chat for God, because he be looking out. Look at him. I know that's right, Susie. Look at God. All right, guys, let's go ahead and knock out these spring flower things. I think they are pinned. I don't know. But let's go ahead and knock those out. All right. And so we can reset another one. All right. Keep us on the FYP so that we can continue to have these talks with these MAGAs. So if you got a MAGA loving brother, sister, auntie, uncle, I don't know, guys, a friend, a best friend, ex-best friend, even if you don't like the bitch, just, send them on over. All right, send them on over. We want to talk to them. We don't bite, at least, not while sober. And I'm currently sober, so there's that. All right, so guys, send it to your uncle, bronco, sister, cousin, sister, wife. I don't know anymore, Ren. Do you know anymore, Ren?
Nope.
I don't. I don't know anymore. I don't. Thank you for the heart me. All right, so yeah, Ren, do the MAGA call.
Here, MAGA, 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 MAGA. Here, MAGA, 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 MAGA. Sweet. Here, MAGA, 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 MAGA.
There you go. All right. And guys, cross your fingers that some Blaga comes through, because you know how much I enjoy Blaga. Ren doesn't quite like them that much at all. Absolutely does not like them, but I do. And I get to talk to the Blagas. All right. I get to talk to our people. Guys, we are only 18. If I did not 18, am I doing the math right on that? Yes, we are only 18 subs away from reaching our original goal of 300 before the lights at TikTok went out. All right. So if you want to be a part of the love community and you want access to a monthly drop, so if you're not feeling the ops, you can get them up out the paint. All right. And you want the privilege of co-hosting with Ren and I. And when Alina's here, co-hosting co-hosting. All right. And access to our amazing Discord. By all means, tap that star next to the chat bar. All right. Go ahead and subscribe. And if you want to be a sub, all right, and the loves are in the giving spirit because they're typically nice people. All right. They don't mind gifting a sub. Just say something. Speak up. Say it with your chest. A closed mouth don't get fed. All right. So go ahead and subscribe and come join the loves. All right. How was that, Rand?
That was good.
Okay.
Why are y'all so scary? Like, I don't understand.
The MAGAs? Oh, because they can't talk about anything because of the simple fact that they can't defend this nonsense. Hey, Starscream.
Then why they don't just come up here and say that?
Because who would likes to admit they were wrong?
I mean, I don't mind admitting I'm wrong.
I don't either. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
That's all there is to. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
Oompa loompa doopa dee dee. Every time I look at this haircut, I'd be like, oompa loompa doopa dee dee. Oh, loompa head ass.
I look like a damn Oompa Loompa, you damn weirdo.
Oompa loompa.
Hello, Ben.
Hey, how's it going?
Your background noise is loud, Ben. What's going on?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm parked out here in this parking lot. Let me, I can mute while I'm not talking.
What would you like to talk about? I'm pretty sure you've been here before.
I don't remember being here. That may be true. It may not be true. I don't remember being on this live.
Okay, so did you vote for Trump?
Oh, it's a star. Thank you, Corey.
I did vote for Trump.
Why?
The first time, I didn't vote for him the first time, make that clear. I didn't know what to make of the guy. He was this reality guy, you know, you were fired, you know, that kind of thing. I knew he'd been in a couple of movies and stuff. He was some type of New York businessman. But I didn't vote for him. The C19, I thought the economy started doing very good when he was in there. And then C19 hit. And then, of course, you know, everything went to pot. But I thought he went through C19 rather well. I thought he led the country through that rather well. And so the next time they came around, I voted for him. I thought, well, he led us through a major, you know, emergency. And I think that if we get into another emergency, he could lead well again. He seemed like a tough guy. But yeah, I thought he led us through C19 rather well. If not, please debate me on that.
We don't debate here. We have talks.
Oh, talk. You can talk. We can.
Yeah,
if
we
you,
can talk
I
about
heard some
it.
laughter. Yeah, I heard some laughter. If you think that's funny, or if you want to talk about it, then let's talk about it. How did he not lead us well through that?
I'm gonna let our lovely co-host handle this because Ren, I know this is something that you have been passionate about. Do you mind leading?
I got it.
All right, my love. Hey, Jaden. All right,
So,
Ren, take it away.
first of all, Donald Trump knew about the pandemic at the end of 2019, I believe it was.
So that's not true.
It was
He knew
October
about,
2019.
So he knew that there was a virus, and he knew it was pretty bad. There's phone calls with him talking to the other guy saying, "This is rough stuff. It's about 5 times as bad as a flu." He never called it a pandemic. Neither did the CDC or the WHO at the time, by the way. He just knew there was something bad happening in China, and he tried to contain it in China. The CDC and the WHO were saying there was no danger to the U.S.
Ben.
Is he yelling or is his phone just loud as hell?
Just loud.
It's just loud. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to yell. I'm sorry.
Just
Turn it
loud.
down.
But he's loud and wrong.
Yeah, I do. I talk loud. So how am I wrong about that?
Because you literally just confirmed that he knew about it and he knew it was bad.
Uh-huh. So you said he knew about the pandemic. He didn't know it was a pandemic at the time.
Oh, Ren, he's doing semantics with you.
No, the fact is he didn't know it
Yeah,
was
so
going
he's doing
to be a pandemic.
semantics. So that's fun.
How is that semantics?
Because you know exactly what she means. She means that he knew about the virus. He was well aware of what C-19 was doing to Wuhan, China. Oh, I can't say that on TikTok. He knew
Yeah, he
what
knew.
it was doing over there in Asia.
Hey, let me
He
tell
was
you
fully
how
aware.
you want to know how he know? It's called C-19, not C-20.
Right. So he knew there was something bad going on over there. So what?
And he knew
did
that it
make
had the potential. He knew that it had the potential to spread. He was well aware, yet he still downplayed the severity of it, telling the American public that it was akin to the common flu.
So, in
It
response
was
to that,
a
I'll say, in response to that, I'll say the CDC and the WHO were saying there was no danger to the United States. It was happening over there. It was bad, but it could be contained. It could be controlled, and he thought that as well. There's no indication that he thought any differently than what the WHO
so
and the
is that
CDC.
why
actually
on
not
February 7th he told Bob Woodward that it was deadly stuff?
Yeah, bad
That's
stuff.
why?
Very, very bad.
No,
We
I
had to
didn't
handle
say I didn't say very bad. I said deadly stuff. He told Bob Woodward that it was deadly stuff. He
And
was
that's
well
after-
aware.
And that's after he dismantled Obama's pandemic response team.
Exactly.
Dismantle is
Hey, how's
a
it going?
word. The word that you.
It's going well. How are you
He
tonight,
did
love?
not completely
Doing quite
dismantle.
Good. Glad to hear
Okay,
it.
let me
Did he
say it.
completely dismantle that team? No, he did not.
Yes,
Dan,
the
Dan,
pandemic
Dan.
preparedness program was disbanded.
Hold on. Let me
Not
explain to
totally.
you what.
There were still a few people.
Yes,
There was still a small
what?
team. And before
She's gonna mute him. I know it.
I don't like that.
Go ahead, Ren.
You want a steamroll. I'm not gonna do that with you. Okay. You have to give people the chance to explain what they mean, just like you have gotten the chance to explain what you mean. Please mind your manners.
Have some decorum.
So, as I was going to say to you, he disbanded the team completely. He didn't fire the people, he just moved them into other stuff. So, if I disband the team and I move the person from floor 1 to floor 3 and put them on a different project, ooh, shout out to Corey for the 10 subs.
Oh wow, Corey, thank you so much for the 10 subs. You are Corey, you know what? Welcome, loves. Welcome. Hey, that's so freaking awesome. That's me being excited. Oh my gosh. So guys, drop those hearts in the chat for Corey for gifting all those subs and for our new subs. Remember, as a subscriber, you get access to a monthly drop. If you're not feeling the op, you get them up out the paint. Also, you can come up and co-host with Ren and I for 30 minutes a month. And you get access to our amazing, wonderful Discord. So tap that chat. What's the star by the chat bar? I'm nervous because Jaden is here. He knows I love him. All right. So guys, that is awesome. Thank you so much, Corey. I appreciate you. Thank you. I don't see any hearts. Where the hearts at? Where the hearts? Come on, loves. Y'all know what it is. Drop them hearts. That was awesome. Thank you so much, Corey. Okay, go ahead. Somebody was saying something.
I was basically saying that he knew what he was doing, and he only dismantled the team because he wanted to undo everything Obama did. That's it. That's all.
Exactly. Jaden, what would you like to add?
So Bob Woodward, who has about 7 hours worth of audio tapes, interviewed the president 18 times between December to July of that year. 2019 to 2020. And in February and March, he acknowledged its severity. He compared it to being several times more deadly than the flu. He said this is going to be deadly stuff. Later on March 19th, he said, and I quote, "I always wanted to play it down. I still like playing it down because I don't want to create a panic." This is him acknowledging its severity. This is him showing a dereliction of duty when it comes to preparedness. This is him recognizing its deadliness and showing some deal of passiveness when it comes to its urgency. As was mentioned earlier, he did in fact disband the pandemic preparedness team. He rolled back CDC contracts and research funds and continues to do so today. So I think if this indicates his priorities, I would say that this kind of speaks for itself.
Exactly.
Can I respond?
You sure
By all
may.
means.
So he did speak on a severity, not the severity. There's no indication he knew how bad it was going to get. He did say we need to be careful. This is deadly stuff. But that's not saying.
Well,
Go
I have
ahead.
the full transcript. He said, "This is
I
more
wasn't
deadly."
interrupting, by the way. I was told not to interrupt, but go ahead.
Oh, my bad. You can continue.
So there was a severity mentioned, not the severity. We don't know that he knew how bad it was going to get. I believe he didn't know how bad it was going to get, and there's no proof that he did.
Okay.
I mean, you can make that up if you want to,
Well,
but
no,
there's
I'll
not
just
any
give you the quote
indication.
now.
There's
Trump told
also
Woodward.
well, again, we're not interrupting, but go right ahead. I'll be quiet.
Thank you. Well, because you're wrong, and we shouldn't allow
We don't want
misinformation.
Well, so you
But
don't
in
know.
a
You don't know
conversation
if
he
I'm wrong
had,
because I
excuse
couldn't
me, I
finish,
do know
but
that
go
you're
ahead.
wrong. Well, I do know that you're wrong. That's why I'm interrupting you. He understood the severity of it in a conversation he had with Chinese President Xi Jinping, which he recounted with Bob Woodward on February 7th. Quote, more deadly than, even your most strenuous flu. This is more deadly, he said. This is 5 times per se, 5% versus 1%, and less than 1%. This is deadly stuff. So this is him acknowledging in mere numbers at the time its likelihood, its propensity of unaliving people. That's not him playing coy to
Yeah,
it.
it was him saying it was more deadly than the flu. Certainly, it was a severity that he was acknowledging. He wasn't necessarily knowledgeable of how bad it was going to get. He did create a coronavirus task force to try to figure out how deadly it was, how we could react, how much did we need to react. He also he also sent 18 tons of PPE to China to try to contain it, which, by the way, people blast him for now. How dare he send our supplies over there when Canada?
No
at the
one
same
blasted
time,
him for sending anything over to
Oh,
China.
sure they
It
did.
was always about
they
him sending it over to Russia.
I've heard it. I've
Once
heard
we
it countless.
found
He should
out,
have sent
yeah,
our
I'm sure you've
supplies
heard it both
over there.
ways. I've heard it. Okay, you've heard it.
Yeah,
both
well,
ways, sure.
yeah, because everybody's saying he shouldn't have sent our supplies over there, but Canada at the same time was sending 16 tons of supplies. He also tried to create a stop from people coming over here from China, and he was called xenophobic and racist by the Democrats. While Nancy Pelosi was running downtown telling everybody to come downtown. No, that is not a lie.
Hold on a second.
The co-host is speaking.
Y'all in the chat. We are aware that he may be on a journey, but stop mentioning it.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to draw the moderators in here.
Like, don't mention it. Just let it be.
Breaking up.
Go ahead, Ben.
So, let's see, where was I at? He created a coronavirus task force. He also tried to stop people from coming over here from China. And you can say it's a lie all you want to. It's a 5-second Google search. The Democrats called him xenophobic and racist for doing that. And so did Dr. Fauci. And Dr. Fauci was totally against the blocking people from coming over here from China. But Trump was trying to make that happen. In hindsight, was Trump right or wrong for doing that?
So he was wrong because it came in through Europe.
So he was wrong to stop people from coming over directly from China, from Wuhan.
Yes, because it didn't.
He was wrong.
China.
You're insane.
Yes,
of course. How many lives did he save by doing
Can I
that?
answer, please? Because it did
I
not.
interrupt
Very
you.
clearly,
Me. There was no decorum before, so I'm not going to have any decorum.
Because it came in through Europe. And what ultimately happened, I am sure you remember this, when cruise ships were docked, was effectively a COVID ward standing. And those people didn't have an adequate amount of resources or time to fully recover, were let out and continued to spread the virus that way. So this came in not through Chinese nationals, not through Chinese citizens, but through Europe, something that he was notified on and failed to act on.
Some of our cases, including the first cases, came directly over here from China. You know that.
No,
you sound like you're knowledgeable. So you're leaving that out.
I'm not, because it was first detected from a European transfer.
But it was wise to stop travel directly from China, obviously.
It is,
and you're sitting there saying it wasn't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how
I'm saying it's counterintuitive to not zero in on the fact that it came in through Europe.
Do you agree?
So what is banning China
the
do
Democrats
if
calling him xenophobic and racist?
Well, he is xenophobic and racist. This doesn't dispute that, but that's a conversation for another day.
It is a conversation for another day because I don't think he is. But
most
you are,
but
you're defending them.
Here's the dealio.
You're defending the Democrats. You're defending the Democrats for saying they're xenophobic racist, but you're trying to defend us against the coronavirus. We're not going to get here with this.
Yeah, because like that was in 2020. Who the fuck? I mean, like seriously, let's talk about today now. Let's talk about today.
Well, no, you
Ben,
asked me
what's
what
a
I voted
tariff?
for.
I know we did ask you why you voted for him, and you want to spend the next 3 hours talking about C-19 when we all know that he fumbled. Okay, so
Yeah, he did a great
with
job.
that,
Great job.
yeah, no, he did it. So anywho, with that being said, all right, what do you think about the job that Trump is doing today?
I think he's trying his best to use the force of our.
I'm listening.
Yeah. Well, you were talking. So he's trying his best, I think, to use the force of the United States to stop a war, to get us back on track where we have equal footing. Like, for example, the tariffs on Canada, they're only equal to what Canada are tariffing us right now. And it's just equal footing. Maybe they'll come back down off their tariffs now that we're tariffing them back an equal amount.
Do you know the difference between like a universal tariff and a targeted tariff?
Targeted tariff, yes, I do.
You do know the difference? Okay, so is Trump doing targeted tariffs or is he doing a universal tariff on all?
Well, it's universal. It's called blanket tariffs.
Yeah, he's doing blanket, right?
So yeah, he's doing blanket for the most part.
Is Canada also doing a blanket tariff on the United States?
No, but they have some extremely high tariffs.
So it's not the same. I dare you to say dairy. I dare you to say dairy. Go ahead, say dairy.
Already did.
You already said dairy? Okay. No, silly pants. It's not that. That's not what it is. Okay. So Ben, basically with that is Canada that's a quota.
Dairy tariffs
it's oh my God. Be quiet for the love of God.
No one said anything.
That is a tariff. Oh my God. Be quiet. Every time you start talking, I have to start over, and I don't like having to do that. I don't think the chat likes it either, so please stop. I beg. Thank you. Now, with that being said, what I was going to say is that is basically a quota tariff. So how they work is that they charge a certain tariff amount. I think it's about 20, 25 or 20% or something of that nature. And then once they meet the quota, in order to have producers actually sell the products within Canada, all right, that's when they start charging the $250. So once they sell a certain amount, and you can easily Google this, that's when they start charging the 250%. You all just see 250% and immediately think, oh my God, they're charging a 250% tariff. That's not the case. Like just instead of reading just the headline, read the actual article.
Well, thank you for telling me what I know. I didn't even talk on the subject.
You already know that. So why would you even mention it if you know that if they meet a quota, that's the only time that the 250 would actually be in place? And if you read it, then you know why they do it. This doesn't make any sense.
I said targeted tariff on dairy with an average 250% on milk.
No, you said that the United States is charging the same type of tariffs that Canada is charging us. That's what you said. You said we're only matching. And that's not true, because our country, the president, he is trying to do a blanket tariff on all imports coming in from Canada, whereas Canada has targeted tariffs, and there is an immense difference between the two, and you know that.
So Trump
so why would you be disingenuous? Why would you be disingenuous?
Dairy from Canada?
No, does he? Tell us.
No,
tell the class.
Currently.
So I don't mind a blanket.
No, Jaden. I like for them to tell the class, because I like for them to demonstrate what they know.
Okay.
Because they think they know everything in the world.
Canada gives us, it's actually up to 400 and something percent, but the average is 250%, because you're right, it's on a sliding scale. But don't pretend like it's 20%. The average is 250%, correct? You've studied this, so correct?
No, it's not the average.
What is the average tariff that Canada gives us on milk?
Literally just explain to you the way the process works.
It's a quota.
And the average is going to. I've already looked this up on several.
It's not the average that exceeds the quota. So let me just read to you here. This is from the tariff rate quota. The high tariff applies specifically to imports exceeding predetermined quotas, known as the tariff rate quota. Within these quotas, dairy imports from countries like the U.S. face low or no tariffs, often 0% to 7.5%, but anything above the quota triggers rates as high as 240% for milk and 270 for some other dairy products like butter. The idea is to discourage foreign oversupply that could flood the market and undercut local producers. Reason why? Canada largely does not rely on governmental subsidies for their dairy farms the way that the United States does, which is about 1.3 billion from the government. So to offset that, they rely on tariffs from the United States. That uses, they use that to maintain high domestic prices. They ensure that farmers cover costs without taxpayer handouts. And yes, they do pay more for U.S. goods, but ultimately that's keeping their markets afloat and not having to cost us anything extra.
Hey, and Ben, guess what? Hold on. And this trade deal was
Thank you for agreeing
agreed
with me.
by Trump in his first term.
Yeah, well, thank you for agreeing with me first of all, because you're talking about dairy in
What did I
general.
agree with?
The average tariff for milk is 250%, which
Again,
is what I
that's
said.
not the average. That is what it hits when it exceeds a quota.
So far, it can go up to 400%. So far in the last few years, the average has been
It
250%.
doesn't go
I've
up
looked
to
this up.
400%.
When has the
I
quota
just
been
explained the tariff quota rate.
Yeah, speaking of dairy in general, the milk rate at the average is 250%. I looked it up on like 3 different pages, man. I mean,
Did you read the
dairy,
tariff rate quota?
Yeah, on dairy in general, you are correct. But I was talking about milk specifically.
Right. This applies all to dairy products, okay? That's what we were talking about. If it exceeds what the U.S. exports there, okay, their rate of exports, then a tariff is applied to that. That's not
the
universal.
average milk tariff.
Again, that's not the average.
Is 250%.
That's if it exceeds exports.
Can you define average? Because
average is the year-to-year normal rate based on a sliding scale, but what it normally ends up at. Whether it's a little above or a little below, the average is 250%. It's actually not 250. I'm using that as it sounds better, but it's like 240%.
How do you calculate an average?
I know how to calculate an average.
Can you tell me how to calculate an
average?
Oh my God! You take everything,
just give me
add it
the
up,
rundown.
and divide it.
Okay, take it and add it
Jesus.
up. So what are we adding up in this scenario?
The year-to-year percentage charged on milk. And then you can get your average, and the average is 250%, or it's actually 241.
That wouldn't get you an average. That would give you a mean. That's not the average.
Dude, I think we're all adults. We took averages in 3rd grade. I think we all know how to calculate
that
average.
You are describing the mean, which is the most that you might be able to pay. That's
no, if you get 400 one year and 200 the next year, what's your average? 300%. We know how to calculate averages. Okay?
Apparently not.
So the average is 250%. It's actually, I'm rounding up. It's like 241%. I think it's the average.
Okay, I got a question. Does that tariff kick in before, at the beginning, or after the quota has been met?
After the quota has been met.
I'm sorry, not the mean, the max. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. So
I read the max is like 400 to 500%, but it's never reached that.
Has it ever reached 250%?
Yeah, that's the average. On milk, not on dairy. Not on all dairy.
Ben, you are misrepresenting the point.
You are.
And
Am I?
You are.
It literally says here. It literally says here. This is from Becky Rosdell Vargas, the Senior Vice President of Trade and Workforce Policy at the International Dairy Foods Association. All right. This is her response in regards to Trump's suggestion that the United States may place a reciprocal tariff on Canadian dairy products. This is what she said. She said, it is accurate. And I'm going to read the whole thing without interruption. She said, it is accurate that Canada imposes a tariff of approximately 250% on U.S. exports of certain dairy products into Canada, and even more with Canada's 25% retaliatory tariffs in place. However, that tariff would only apply if we were able to reach and exceed the quota on U.S. dairy exports agreed to under the U.S.-Mexico-Canada Agreement, also known as USMCA. Frustratingly, the U.S. has never gotten close to exceeding our USMCA quotas because Canada has erected various protectionist measures that fly in the face of the trade obligations made under USMCA. So basically, Canada, to protect themselves, to protect their producers, their supply, has never even gotten to charge us the damn 250% tariff. Make it make sense, Ben. And this is coming again. This is coming from Becky Rosdell Vargas, the Senior Vice President of Trade and Workforce Policy at the International Dairy Foods Association. She, more than anyone, should know. Maybe the president of that organization would know more.
The numbers I got were from the Food and Drug Administration, so I doubt your source.
Do those numbers represent anything from the tariff rate quota?
I must ask the host also. I thought she said Trump was doing blanket tariffs across everything, not targeted tariffs like you were just saying they were doing targeted tariffs for dairy. Isn't that a targeted tariff?
Show us anywhere where Donald Trump has said that his 25% tariff is a targeted tariff. Show us anywhere.
If it's only on dairy products.
I want you, because you don't believe what she just said. You don't believe what she just said. Then by all means, dear, show us what Donald Trump said that is going to be a targeted tariff. Show us, because the only thing that he said, the only thing that he said that was going to be targeted was going to be crude oil coming from Canada, because he knows better. He said he was going to do 10% there. So I want you to gather a source that is reliable, since you don't believe what I just read off to you. So you can't say that Trump, I thought you said Trump didn't say he was going to do targeted tariffs. You can't say that.
Well,
so what I want you to do, shut up, Ben. What I want you to do is I want you to find a source, all right, that is from Trump's mouth that says he's going to do targeted tariffs.
Okay, Ben, I have been allowing you to run roughshod over Erica. And I have given you a lot of leeway here.
You said that he was, you said, your own source, that he was going to.
But you said that you don't believe what I just read to you. Think about what it is that you said, Ben. Think about it. Now find a source and shush up.
Okay. All right. So
hold on. When Jaden is talking,
going to be muted over and over.
He is so loud.
When Jaden is talking, you don't interrupt. But when Erica talks, you
no. Whenever anybody interrupts me, no one seems to care. So that's what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You guys have a good night.
Space.
He's leaving? Yeah, of course.
Oh, yay! Cozy.
He was lying.
Absolutely lying. Everyone knows that no one has a problem with targeted tariffs. Targeted tariffs have actually been proven to be effective. The problem is these universal, blanket, broad-based, whatever you want to call them, tariffs. These tariffs on all imports coming in from Canada and Mexico. That is the absolute problem.
And his problem is he thought you were saying it was targeted tariffs on dairy. What you were discussing was dairy specifically, because that's what he was stuck on.
Exactly. Like this dude, do you see how they always try to twist the words?
Mm-hmm.
I love how they come over here thinking that, this is going to be easy. No, it's not going to be easy. No, Ren knows what the fuck she's talking about, and I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So there's that. Okay. Who do we have in the guest box?
Do we have anybody?
Let's see.
We do.
What's this?
This either gonna be bad or good.
Hey, Jaden. Oh my God, I'm up again. I love you, Jaden.
Thanks.
By the way, my mom loves you also. Can I get a Go Bills in the Trump voice?
Go Bills! It's tremendous, frankly.
This is great.
About Bill, he's a great guy.
This is all I ever dreamed of.
All right.
Wow. All right. Well, glad to hear it.
Did you vote for Trump?
Have a good day.
But
no, he did not.
You're not kicking me?
No, you can have a good day, love. I know you didn't vote for Trump, but you got what you wanted. Have
All
a
right.
good night.
You too.
He's like, what? They're not kicking me?
He thought he was getting drop kicked out the panel. He's like, bye.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Okay. Aiden,
Yep.
did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did. One of the ops here, I guess.
You follow me? Are you sure?
Yeah, I do follow you. I follow you, Parker and Dean.
Okay.
I like your Trump voice. That's actually really good.
Yeah, it is.
How old are you?
I'm 20 years old. I'm from New York.
How old are you?
20 from New York.
20 from New York. Okay. All right. And so
Well,
this is your first time voting?
You were born and raised in New York?
Yeah, it was the first one I participated.
Oh no, I hear a little accent.
Yeah,
I hear a dog.
And
What do you think?
are you in a kennel?
So, no, my dog's just being loud. But,
Oh no.
You don't know what do you mean?
I heard what I heard, and I know
I heard what I heard too.
Just
That
gotta
accent
do-
came out.
Where do you think I'm from?
Was it Aussie or was it British? I don't know. Say me.
Australian usually.
Do you want me to turn on my camera? I can promise you I'm not British.
I don't
Hey,
care.
Rand, do British people have a look?
Wait, better question is what time is it
That's about to ask that question, but I want to know what British
5:51.
people.
5:51.
in New York?
5:51?
There is no part of the country right now that's 5:51.
Sorry, 10:51. No, I
Yeah, 10:51.
You were so close. So close. So close. How did he fuck that up? He was so close.
Like if you don't say,
Like, are you in Hawaii?
Like, why don't
Even then,
they-
that's an hour off.
True.
Yeah, but not even just that. Why don't they Google the time before they come up
I
here,
know.
and then they would know?
Get the whole lie together. See, that's the problem, children. When you tell one lie, you got to tell another lie, and then another lie. You just got to keep on lying, and then you won't be able to keep your story straight.
Only
So-
way, look, the only way lying work is you gotta believe your own lie.
That's what
Like
George
you-
Costanza says.
You gotta believe it. Like anybody ask you, you gotta believe it.
Where's my lotion? There we go. That's what George Costanza says. George Costanza says it's not a lie if you believe it. You know, follow through, people. Follow through. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and request up. All right. So that we may have these talks. All right, Ren, do you think we need our dedicated white woman tonight?
We may.
All right. Parker is request up.
I think she in there already.
Okay. She better be finished with all her homework.
I was baking and sitting in the wings.
Yay. Hey, Parkers. How are you tonight, love?
Honestly, great. I slept perfectly between the end of Elena's live and right before the beginning of yours. So I don't know if you did that on purpose or I'm just really well trained. But either way, it worked out.
You are well trained.
Yeah, I know.
Come up
You'd be-
here and tell us
You be knowing.
what she's talking about.
Yeah. So I have a question, panel. I have a question. Since they're too scared to come up, since they pussy. All right, tap the screen, guys. Do all the good things. Let's go ahead and knock out the tiny dinies. Let's take care of the tiny dinies. Let's show Jaden and Parker some love, and of course, continue to show Ren some love. Also, I don't know how I forget about this, but guys, we do have a donation goal of $150. All right, pay links are in the bio. I don't have a Cash App anymore. I'm sorry, but I do have a Zelle. Is everythingwitherica9@gmail.com. And also I have Venmo and PayPal. Again, the links are in the bio. Anything you do is definitely appreciated. So as always, thank you for the love, the support, the encouragement, and the engagement. And please, please, please don't forget to show love to Raptured Ren, the co-hostess with the mostest and the hardest working co-host in these TikTok streets. Nee Ray is the name. Cash App and Venmo links are in the bio. Also, Jaden and Parkers are here, so be sure to show them love too. Thank you. We
Thank you.
appreciate y'all. Yeah. So, guys, question. What's your favorite type of Trump supporter?
The ones that regret.
Really? I don't care about them.
Actually,
I know. I laugh at them. I'm sorry. I'm like,
MAGA women, they make me
Oh,
laugh because, like, they're doing it for the husband and they're not particularly bright. So it's like it's pitiful, but it's also funny.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie. Mine is up to be very, very specific. Is like black women blagger.
Oh yeah.
The women
Those make me
blagger.
sad.
They
Yeah,
do.
see me too. Like
They
they just make
hilarious.
me. You want to know what? You want to know my favorite one?
Mhm.
The intoxicated by two women ones. Them ones they are gonna always devolve into racism. You can
Yes.
literally set your clock by it.
Yes.
They're gonna
It's gonna.
devolve into racism.
Yes.
I think it's
Or
sad
the.
that like go ahead.
Oh, I just want to say,
No, I
or
was just
the
gonna say that.
older ones that come up here, and they always have something to say.
Yes.
Oh, Erica, you're so. I'm like, ew, gross. Stop. The skin's crawling. Leave me alone. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh yeah, the Trump supporter men, the old men, they
Yeah,
be
it's old man
loving on me.
MAGA.
Like they
I
be
think it's
loving
like
on me.
it for me. It's like it's really, really sad that black women MAGA perpetuate like every fucking negative stereotype about black women,
Mhm,
like
mhm,
loud, rude as
mhm,
fuck, aggressive.
mhm.
Like, and I hate to use those words, but
Telling
like
the truth.
society's stereotype of a black woman only exists in MAGA women, in MAGA black women, and it's like it's really fucking sad.
I do not disagree with you.
Hey,
unfortunately.
Marley, why don't you come up here and tell us why we should stop talking about racism and that you're so tired of it? I would really love to have that conversation with you. Like I would,
Wow.
I want to know what USA bra stands for. Like
USA bra.
What is that?
It's like bruh, but a bra.
It's like
USA
bra, like for titty.
yeah, if USA brassiere is like that's what it means.
Yeah, that's wild. Scuba put brassiere in the chat. Oh, that's funny. It's just so aggravating. That's all I got. The old men who come up here drunk, like Fridays are always a good time, Jaden, because that's literally
Oh yeah.
that's all that likes to stop by, and it's like, oh my god, I found a fucking hobby.
You know, I've never met an Asian black or Asian MAGA.
You never met Eli?
No, I
Oh
don't know who the
yeah.
fuck that is, but
Oh yeah, he's
Eric, I need to send you the
permaban.
screenshots.
Okay, please do. He is permaban here, so you won't get to meet him tonight. But Manus, Eli, he is a MAGA loving Asian man.
Yeah.
Hold on one moment.
my
And
condolences.
he irritating as all hell.
Yeah.
I mean, all of them are,
Well,
but
No,
MAGA, not Asians. Yeah,
No,
he's
he's
a
a
racist.
special kind of he's a special kind of annoying. Like he is annoying to the 10th power.
Mm.
And there he go in the chat. Damn it. I had a
he's
cheeseburger, Eli.
Oh, not speaking
Damn.
him up. Oh. Well, Eli, you know it's going to take $200 for you to get back on the panel, so we know you're not going to pay it because
The
you're
one
poor.
thing I will give
That's valid.
Eli, though, do you know he come in here every night that we live and ask me, did you eat anything, Ren? Yes.
It's kind of weird. It's none of your fucking
because
business.
everybody knows I don't eat. So everybody just is determined to mother hen me. So even the ops are mother henning me to eat down.
That is fucking funny. Oh no, not in that one, Bubba. Let
That's
me
so
help you. All
special and
right,
so,
Rand, you got it. I have to help
Okay.
Bubs with something.
All right. If you are a Trump supporter and your name is not Eli and you'd like to come up and talk, come on up. Let's discuss. I want to know, what is MAGA? Why did you vote for Trump? How do you feel about the things that he's been doing over the last 6-8 weeks? I don't know how many weeks it's been. It feels like it's been the longest freaking 2 months of my life.
I want to know what parts of them that they clearly hate the most, because most of these MAGA definitely, obviously, voted against their own self-interest. So, like, where was the projection? Where was the denial? Tell me your cognitive dissonance. It's therapy time.
Yeah.
I'm going to do some shadow work and break down to why you would do something so self-sabotaging and atrocious.
And I want to know, why do you hate children? Like, why do you hate children and old people and disabled people? You voted for Trump. I want to know why you hate kids. So
We got anybody?
no, I guess they just want to hate kids.
It's true.
They hate children.
I've been saying this for the past few weeks. I think is probably the saddest thing out of this administration so far is that we did not have a day of mourning, a moment of silence, the flags at half staff or whatever when that plane came down and all those kids from the ice skating thing died. I
The
feel like
US
we just
figure
kind of
skating.
glossed over that way too quickly.
Oh, because they don't care.
I know they
Fuck them
don't.
kids. Fuck
The
them
fucking
kids.
next day, they banned DEI and fired more air traffic controllers. They banned the FAA and the Aviation Safety Advisory Board, and nothing in terms of acknowledging those poor kids that died.
Mhm.
They didn't have the families over. He didn't call the family.
What is especially galling is that it's a pattern. Trump dismantled the pandemic, our pandemic team, and then the pandemic fucked us up. He dismantled air flight controllers, and then planes start crashing. And yet, both he and his supporters will blame anyone but all of his actions. Like, how do you watch A and then B get to C and then go, nah?
Right. And not like connect the dots.
Yeah.
But because they like and I'm gonna bring up a subject that normally they can't resist. I find it really interesting that so many of them say they are pro-life, but they don't want children to have health care or food.
Yeah.
Like, you're not pro-life. You're not anti.
Right. Or vaccines.
Right. I just believe that we're all God's children. No, you don't.
Mm.
No, you don't. You don't believe that. Because if you thought we were all God's children, you would want to feed the children.
There was one op the other day just in a chat who was like, what does the Department of Federal Education even do? And I went, it educates and it feeds kids. And they went, is that all? Then we don't need that. I went, that's not all, but even if it were, yeah, that's enough. The fuck? Like, no, they don't like kids.
Yep.
They don't. They don't like disabled people because they want to, and they don't like disabled kids because they want to dismantle the Department of Education. And that is going to directly affect children with disabilities. Directly. So it is, I don't understand why. And my whole thing is, if people were saying about something that I believed in, was saying all of the stuff that we're saying, I would be trying to explain why my choice was the best choice. I wouldn't be sitting in no comments typing and trying to bullshit. I would come up and explain why I feel the way I feel. I would come up and explain, because if they about making this country, bringing us together again, then we need to make it work.
Where the Trump supporters at?
Scared, terrified.
Typical.
All right, mods, the two invites, then you know the rest. Huh?
They ain't even chatting. They ain't even really chatting.
They just hiding.
I'm gonna hop down for now. I'm gonna get some dinner.
I know that's right, Jaden, because ain't no ops around these parts.
I know I'm
Thank
starving.
you so much for stopping by.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much,
you.
Erica. Y'all take care,
Of
guys.
course. All right, have a
Take
great
care.
night.
Bye.
Hey,
Been lovely.
just where the ops at? Oh, it's
You
just
know what,
women
fancy
again, so
mod
maybe
that
they'll
really pisses 'em
come.
off? Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Do fancy mod that, well, is my favorite now. All right, y'all. This is Ooh. The Live, where Black women reign supreme, intelligence is a flex, and bad takes get bodied on sight. This isn't just a debate, it's a masterclass in brilliance, wit, and unshakable strength. Let's give it up for our hosts. Living proof that grace and power go hand in hand. They're dropping knowledge, dismantling ignorance, and making it all look effortless. Meanwhile, we get to sip, watch, and enjoy the show. Respect the labor, respect the excellence, and boost the signal. Like the live, tap the screen like you're lifting up Black women because you are. Share the live within reason, and spread this brilliance far and wide. Black women's voices deserve the biggest stage. Be sure to gift Erica and Ren. Holding the line against nonsense is labor, and labor deserves love. Drop those roses, those crowns, those galaxies, those tiny dinies, and be sure to hit that Cash App in their bios. A $20 kick is a blessing, but even a $2 Zelle says thank you for the work that you do. That would be Nire and everything with Erica 9 at gmail.com.
Yeah, everything
so
with
happy I
Erica9
memorized
at
that.
gmail.com. It's
I'm
easy.
just shocked
That's
at my
why.
own memory for that moment.
Hey, welcome in, Julie Raid. Welcome in, Julie Raid. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't know who Julie is, but thank you so much for the raid. And it's a lot of y'all. So awesome. Drop some hearts in the chat for Julie.
Tashika.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tashika? Holy shit. I'm like, who the hell is Julie? Like, who the hell is Julie? Welcome in, Julie. She's gonna kill me. Welcome in, Julie Ray. She know I'm old. She knows I'm old. It's okay though. Welcome in, Julie Raid. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Y'all drop some hearts for the Julie Raid. That was fucking awesome. Drop some hearts in the chat for the Julie Raid. Guys, I've been saying drop hearts tonight, and I haven't been seeing enough hearts. I don't know what's happening.
Isn't
but
Toshika obese?
I need to see the hearts.
Hey,
Her name is Tashika. Say
Someone
Tashika.
send
Say,
Tashika a Weight Watchers
say
link.
Tashika.
She is fat.
Hey Jay.
And
No,
she
Jay,
paid.
she's
What's your
fine.
point?
Did you
is
come up
fat.
with
Is it something else that you want to talk about? The fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah,
Are you
what's up? I like the
upset?
MAGA.
Okay, hey, let me ask you a question. Did you come up here and leave with that because you can't figure out why you're attracted to her and it bothers you?
Ooh.
Not even close. She's just fat.
Okay, well then if that's not the case, why would you leave with that, Jake? Because nobody asked you about anything about her.
Y'all were all talking about her, so I just shared my opinion.
But
No,
nobody
that's for your
was
opinion.
asked for your opinion about her. You just came up and inserted yourself in a conversation that you were not a part of yet. So I assume that it's because you're attracted to her and you do not like the fact that you're attracted to her and you feel the need to put her down.
Yeah, that's a crazy assumption.
makes
You
you
crazy.
feel
That's
better.
crazy. That's crazy.
It's not as crazy as you think because the man doth protest too much.
All right, so we talking politics. Do y'all have the brain capacity for that?
If you have the ability and the impulse control to shut the hell up for a few minutes, because Parker's was in the middle of saying something. So thank you. Please hold.
Yay. Okay. Like I said, Cash App's in their bio. Also, everybody, please remember to drink your water. Hydration fuels the revolution. You can't fight if you're crusty. And deep breaths. Black women have been carrying this world. It's beyond time. We uplift and support them the way they deserve. So tap that screen, drop a gift, share the truth, and
I
let's keep
disagree with that.
proving why when Black women
Stop
lead,
talking.
everyone wins. Thank you.
Awesome. Applause, applause. This is the applause, right? Yes, it's the applause. I had to remember. I told you I was going to label the buttons. I told you I was going to label the buttons.
Like just the Wilhelm scream.
I know, right?
Now, didn't I just ask him, did he have any impulse control? And look at him proving the point that he don't.
Oh
has
God,
none.
not another
Good
one.
ask.
Not another
That's
one.
absolutely not.
Not
Hey,
another
Liv.
what? Another what? Another what?
Another what, sir?
What's up, Ram? What's up, Parkers?
Hey, Liv. Another what, Jake?
What?
Another what? You said, oh, not another one. Another what?
Another crazy liberal?
How you know Liv's a liberal? You don't know that.
I mean, let's be honest here.
Do you know him?
I do now.
Definitely not a liberal
Not a liberal. Not a liberal at all.
at all. Like, I'm worried.
And that ain't what you meant. I love the way you tried to pivot and make it clear. But that's okay. Go ahead, Jake. You must have voted for Trump because you behave like a Trump supporter. So why?
Very maladaptive.
So basically, Kalama didn't really like have a fair election. She didn't even really get voted in.
It's
Hey, Jake,
Kamala.
can you read?
Yes, obviously.
So if you can read, you should be able to say Kamala.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna take the time to learn her name when she's not gonna be around.
You will say her name correctly in this space. You will say Harris, or you will get gone. Those are your options.
All right, you call me daddy, or you're out of here.
How you gonna put me out?
Oh, watch
You
me.
don't.
Someone
You don't
mod
have
me.
the girth for that. You don't have the
Someone
girth
mod
for
me
that.
right
So don't
now.
worry about it.
Someone mod me right now.
You don't have the girth for it. So, anywho, Jake, do you actually want to have a talk, or what are you trying to do here tonight?
Yeah. So, what do y'all think about the fact that Kalama didn't even get elected and there was no?
Do you have dyslexia? If you have dyslexia, then please let us know.
Hey, I expressed to you.
I
with the-
have diabetes, not dyslexia,
Okay.
Hey, Ren.
and a couple STDs, but
I feel like we knew that part already.
I'm more concerned about the diabetes than everything else.
This is a very productive conversation.
So telling, actually.
And I
Liv,
mean,
do you
he
want to
is
have
telling
fun, Liv, or what do you want to do?
My finger's been over the trigger like this whole time. I just didn't want to.
Of course, bro. You think you're so tough talking about a finger on the trigger. Someone report this guy, bro.
Oh, shut up. All right, I took care of it. Called it audible. He's out of here. Okay, if you voted for Donald Trump, request up. All right, let's have a talk. All right, because men lie, women lie, numbers don't. All right, so let's just have a talk. I'm tired of these people. So weird.
Unless those numbers come from Doge. Then...
That is true. Unless those numbers come from Doge. That's the caveat. All right, good. Thank you,
y'all.
Liv.
Make sure do not report people in the live. We got it.
Yeah, no reporting. We have this handled. We have this handled. Thank you. Thank you. I like these PJs, even though Drea doesn't. She says it makes it hard for her to see. I'm sorry, but I really like this paisley print.
Those numbers are just made up numbers. They don't actually operate in the realm of math. So
they do not.
They're
1
just-
plus 1 equals 35 in Doge. Yes. So there's that. Ren, I don't know why. Normally I'm like more exuberant, but tonight I'm just like real like, and I'm not like upset or anything. I'm just calm. Like
that's good.
Yeah. I don't know what that's about. I want somebody to come up here. That first guy, he was just way too loud. I don't like when people are like super loud. It actually like really messes with my sensory. So like my senses.
Yeah,
there we go. I can't
you
take
ain't-
it.
You ain't beating the allegation of yeah.
No,
you
not
ain't
at all. Most definitely. Pretty friggin' sure of it. Okay. Is it
A
Brody?
quick note about that, Erica.
Yeah, that's Brody.
Because you said that you wanted to like be tested sometime soon.
Uh-huh.
Don't. Not with this administration. Put it off.
Not with this. Oh, fudge. I'm just trying to get the stuff so I can think clearly.
I know, but what you can do instead is describe the similar symptoms for the same material.
Okay,
that way you don't end up on a list that's targeted.
Oh, geez, Louise, that is scary. Wait, is my baby gonna end up on a list?
We'll talk about it later.
Probably. We're black. We're in segregation. So.
I fucking hate this administration. Brody, you vote for Trump.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
So
What do you think?
He
Go
says you
ahead,
can get it from Mexico.
Oh yeah. I can go to Rocket Point.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you,
anyway.
Josiah.
Why? Erica. Take a deep breath.
Oh, you saw that?
Take a deep breath.
Okay.
Everything's okay. Everything's all right.
You got it, Ren.
Brody.
What's
Why?
up, ma'am?
Why?
Why'd I vote for Trump? Low key, I don't really support. Wait, what'd you ask? Sorry.
How old are you?
Oh, I'm 19.
All right. Go ahead.
What'd you ask again? Can you repeat the question?
Why did you vote for Trump?
I voted for Trump because I don't really support AB. I live in Texas and like the border thing, low key. But like I kind of like see there was someone explaining an argument to me the other day that kind of made me like question the border thing because it was just because of the there's some word for it, but I don't really care about that anymore. There's a few other stuff, but I mean I don't know. I kind of like the guy. He seems kind of cool, to be honest.
Bruh.
I also am like a child and I'm a senior in high school, so I mean that kind of plays a part. So I mean, yeah.
Didn't you just say you were 19?
Yeah, I don't know. I like I started late. I don't my birthday's in like the summer, so it like you know what I'm saying.
No, you
Like
lying.
my
You ain't
parents held me back a
19.
year in kindergarten.
You're not 19.
I am 19, ma'am.
As a child.
Yeah, he's not 19.
Eat your vegetables, as Ren would say, and listen to your parents.
Yep. And go to hell
Do
away.
that part also. He's
That's
a
a
super
friendly.
senior. That's funny
They're
as hell. The
friendly.
super senior. Oh, they're friendly. Oh, okay. Hi, Miss Loving. It was.
Yes, Miss Loving, your family.
All right, awesome. You voted for Kamala.
Yes, ma'am.
Part of the 92%. I know that's right. All right, love. I'm just looking for ops right now, but thank you so much for being
I
here.
just wanted to say I love y'all and know what you're doing. Keep up the fight. And
thank you, love.
Just do your thing.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Y'all drop some hearts in the chat for Ms. Loving. Awesome. So it's gonna be a night. Am I gonna have to reset? I really don't feel like it. I'll go take a nap.
They have been hiding in every live. They have been hiding. When I tell you, from every live we've been in today, from the big lives to the little lives, the live that had 1,000 people in it this morning, and we ended up talking about sugar grits for an hour.
God. Hey, Liv, guess what?
Chicken butt.
No, I don't like grits.
I like chicken butts though.
Hey, Archer, thank you so much for subbing. Also, earlier, someone did sub for 3 months. I'm so sorry I missed it. We were having that silly conversation about C19, so my apologies. But you both get the song, and thank you so much for subbing. Drop those hearts in the chat. Guys, what? Mr. Ty, I don't like grits. I don't like the texture. I tried it once in New Orleans. It was like really cheesy. I was like, oh, this is cool. Okay, I guess. But guess what I do like? Y'all can talk about me all y'all want to. I like cream of wheat.
Cream of wheat? I know you was that. I like
cream of wheat. Pick the hoe.
I like oatmeal.
I'm trying to tell you. I like cream of wheat. It's what it is. I'm just saying.
I don't like grits because they're gritty. And I know that sounds stupid. I'm aware of it, but that's the
texture.
Truth. It's the texture. I don't like the texture.
Also, I'm not big on savory stuff for breakfast.
Me neither.
I like sweet stuff for breakfast.
I'm a Jamaican man. I like cornmeal porridge if it was me.
Brody, go away. You are not 18.
It's like, I don't know. I feel like eating grits is like rocks.
Cornmeal porridge isn't grits.
Like dirt. It's like dirt.
Cornmeal porridge is finer than grits. It's ground up more.
Is it like cream of wheat?
It's thinner than cream of wheat. Yeah, but yeah, same consistency.
I would eat it then.
It's sweet. And it's sweet. Make it with condensed milk and cocoa milk. Coconut milk.
Then I would eat it.
His last name is Dallas.
Hello, Alex.
Hey, I don't know if y'all remember me, but I was on here like 3 months ago. I'm a family. I just want to say I love you guys, and I've been watching y'all every night, almost every night since then. So I love you guys.
Thank you, Alex.
Thanks,
Alex. Thank you.
You can drop me down.
You too, love. Drop some hearts in the chat for Alex. That's awesome. Fantastic. What does Brody want? Like, we already determined that you're like 10.
You're like
not a Brett raid. How am I getting all these awesome friggin' raids with no opposition? Did I say Brett raid for real?
Yep.
Welcome in, Brett Reed. Welcome in.
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
What am I supposed to do?
Like we have none. Like I'm telling you. And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I was in my live. I was in live talking about this earlier. It was that trail live. Was it? No, Black Historian live, right? And we were talking about the tariffs from Canada, right?
Yes.
And we were talking about the electricity.
Yep.
Now they were very specific. There were like 7 states, 8 states that get a lot of their energy from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
But they focused on the ones with the highest populations.
New York, Minnesota, and Michigan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna hurt.
W Canada. Oh, sorry.
But then it's compounded because people are losing their SNAP benefits. And their public assistance.
Yep.
So not only are the cost of living going up, but they're losing the thing that was subsidizing the part that they can make it.
Exactly.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt. And what's unfortunate is especially with the healthcare part of it, Medicaid, so many people in the rural areas in those red states are going to suffer, are going to be without health insurance. Because I believe part of it was that, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't mind that. Doesn't the federal government like subsidize like about 90% of Medicaid, the cost of it, and the states pay the rest?
I don't know if it's 90%, but it is a good amount.
It's a good amount.
But not only that.
I dropped
Okay. Not only that though, they're going to be cutting Medicaid in rural areas, and this is after a lot of rural hospitals were closed down anyway. So it's going to be absolutely messed up. Chris Ann, how about you come up here and stop talking in the comments? Like, come on, stand on business, child.
It's going to be absolutely awful if they do. And I feel like a lot of the things that we thought that he wasn't going to be able to do, he's been able to get away with. So I actually foresee that this bill is going to actually pass. Even though the Senate doesn't want it though, because the Senate did one that was only like $340 billion a budget. That was like only 340 billion or something like that.
They have to match.
I know they have to.
So it is. I don't think they're going to get the 880, but I think they're going to get more than the Senate bill.
Yeah, that's crazy. But then, what do you think he's? Go ahead, Liv.
Oh, go ahead. What were you about to say?
Oh, I was like, what do you guys think he's going to do with the debt ceiling?
Oh, he's going to raise it.
Definitely.
I was thinking, do you think the Democrats will actually like? Okay, there's a few things here. All right. The special elections, the 2 in Florida, the 1 in New York, and y'all let me know about the 1 in Texas. All right, because that gentleman, the representative just passed away. All right, so Kiara, yay! Okay, so in Texas, are they just going to appoint someone to fill in his place, and then they'll do the election in next year in 2026 on the midterms, or do they have to hold a special election? Texas feels like the aforementioned. Y'all tell me.
No idea.
I don't know either.
Oh, it's grapes.
So, Governor Hot Wheels has the authority to set the date for a special election, which we would need, but he hasn't announced it yet. But it'll likely be held in May, aligning with like uniform election dates for a lot of local political subdivisions.
Okay. So that's good. So because he was a Democrat. So if Texas has the special election and they get a Democrat, and then there's 2 in Florida, I don't know, but let's say they get some Dems, and then the 1 up in New York, they may get a Dem. Let's say if everything just goes well with these special elections, then I think the Democrats will have a better chance of actually
But is that really what we want?
Well,
Is it
them.
really what we want?
How is he gonna pass the? How is he gonna increase the debt ceiling without them agreeing to it?
But like, do we really want them to agree? Is that really what we want?
We don't want them to agree. No, I want the Democrats to fucking be like, no, fuck you. We not doing nothing. I want them to do the.
I mean, if Republicans, if Republicans get the majority, they keep the majority.
I want to know what Bubba believes in.
He said he believes in communism.
Shouldn't we be backing Donald Trump?
God.
Shouldn't we be?
Liv, seriously? What?
I ain't gonna lie. I actually kind of
like. I think we should be at this point because, like, hear me out. With white supremacy and racism, right? It's been more specific. The patriarchy, all systems interconnected along with capitalism, right?
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump hasn't passed one executive order to discriminate against cisgender straight white men.
No, he hasn't.
No. But in this, right, he is targeting white America through capitalism and classism. They're losing their benefits, they're losing their farms, they're losing their livelihoods. And this is one of the first times in American history that the government is causing the problem and not bailing out white America. Meaning they're gonna break up equilibrium within these social constructs. So, like, if he keeps pushing further and further right, yeah, some people going, yeah, we're gonna have some tough times. But I mean, it's 4 years for him to break white America. Like, think about it. He's gonna break white America. He is going his tariffs, eggs, avocados, mayonnaise.
Liv, when they get upset, they get violent.
But here's the thing though. We as black people have insulated ourselves because, we don't really rock with everybody. And we tend to live in metropolitan areas. So most of these areas are blue. And we've kind of insulated ourselves. If you think about the vast majority of black people around America, 74% of black communities are just as segregated today as they were in the 1930s. So, like, I mean, the bad stuff is going to happen, but we got black markets. Like, I know my cousin fixing my brakes this weekend. I'm finna pay him $70 in an eighth. Then he good money. Listen, I don't know what to tell you. Just come with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, please.
I'm just saying, like, and in that, we can erect a new system. I'm just saying.
You want to break it down to the foundation and start over.
No, I just want to watch Trump break white America.
That's really all he wants.
He's gonna listen. He is going to break them. His tariffs, these wars, his isolating America from the rest of the world. And these other countries are unified and not messing and not folding with America. China is unified with Mexico. Mexico unified with Canada. Europe is supporting all three. Japan.
Speaking of Mexico being unified with Canada, do you think that Mexico is going to join NATO?
You know what? I think NATO would do it just to piss off Trump.
Oh, that would be so friggin' awesome. I would really, really love that.
Yeah, I didn't even realize Mexico wasn't in NATO.
Yeah,
I didn't either until Free talked about it. That was crazy.
That would be a gangster play because Donald Trump is trying to deem them as schmerras, so he can invade Mexico and go after the lithium. But if they become a part of NATO, you attack NATO. It is what it is.
They on your ass.
Oh,
and the United States would have
NATO.
to be fighting a war on two fronts between Canada and Mexico. That'd be
NATO. All existing members have to vote yes. So it would be like everybody but Trump, and I don't know what they would do then.
This is true.
That's sucky. That really sucks.
Oh, king of mediocrity.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Did you vote for Trump?
So is that MAGA?
Did you vote for Trump?
So what I want to know is making aggravated Negroes annoying Trump?
Why are y'all so maladaptive? Just like behave
I'm
yourselves.
just asking a serious question. Is making
Jesus.
aggravated Negroes annoying Trump?
That's not what that means, actually. It's actually a Nigerian word. MAGA. It's
Oh, of course it's
Nigerian. word.
Nigerian. Okay, yeah, of course it is.
It is. You want me to look it up?
Kings and queens and shit. Okay, moving on.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna show you.
Ren.
We was the pinnacles. We
like
built the
this?
pyramids.
Why are they like this?
We fucking like calculated
No, be
tuberculosis.
definitely. You be speaking about like Egypt. You be speaking about Kemet,
Hey,
not Nigeria.
King of
Silly fans.
mediocrity. I have a question for you. See, I think your name is very apropos. And are you just currently up here to project?
Well,
Because that's
thank
what it
you.
feels
That
like.
word apropos was made by white people. So moving on.
MAGA.
No.
So again, another white word you learned from white people.
Oh my God! It came to do the racisms.
No, it's
It can't.
just
It can't
factual
have.
reasons.
It can't have an actual conversation. So it came to do the racisms.
What do you mean?
Hey,
What do you mean?
let Liv explain to
Listen,
you
without
the word
white
MAGA.
people,
Go ahead.
we'd be living,
Go ahead,
we'd be
Liv.
living in mud huts, clicking at each
Go
other.
ahead, Liv.
Yeah. MAGA is Nigerian slang commonly used to describe someone who is easily fooled or a sucker. Essentially, the meaning an idiot, someone who is easily manipulated. MAGA. That's what it means. It's Nigerian.
So black Americans in general, right? Moving on.
No, that would be you, King of mediocrity.
No, I'm being honest. Like black people are
No,
easily
it's
manipulated by
you.
everybody,
Donald,
including
it's
their
you.
own.
It's
So
you,
MAGA is black
Donald.
people.
Hey, King of mediocrity. The call is coming from in the house. You already announced to all of us by your name alone that you are the weakest link.
Trying to be the house.
I just want y'all, if y'all can be the supreme, the supreme race, then fucking act like it.
You can build
Act
like
like it.
Africa, like you can build
Act
skyscrapers
like
and
it.
shit.
Y'all,
Act like it.
Like
y'all people are
we
some of
was
the
kings and queens of
Very
Wakanda and
mediocre.
shit.
Very mediocre.
Okay, hey, listen, let's move on. Let's be honest. Let's have a
laziest,
conversation.
y'all the laziest, most mediocre people to ever grace the world. And I don't even mean that insultingly.
Hey, listen, it's okay. Nobody cares because we realize we see black people, what they do. Nobody cares. We all know the truth. Doesn't matter. You can say whatever stats you want. People realize black people on average in America are just useless. But
Then why are you here?
I'm just trying.
Why are you here?
I want black.
Why are you here?
I want black people. Can you not mute me? Can you not mute me?
No. I'll do it because I feel like it. Because remember, I'm
Okay.
using it.
Okay. Hey, can I talk to him for a
Get
second?
offended like the average black
Yeah,
user.
go ahead,
Hey,
bro.
Dr. Lex.
Is it that it took 300,000 years? Well, actually, mathematically, it took 327,500 years for white people to come into existence, and you guys are only 7% of the planet now, and you're going to be the minority by 2040.
And guess what? And guess
you're
what?
leaving. You're leaving. You're
Hold on.
leaving existence. Okay, so here, real quick.
Go ahead.
See, here's the thing. So you had a pretty big population in Europe, but you guys refused to bathe. So you let mice in your house, and they had fleas. I mean, you got this plaguey thing going on that took out a whole bunch of you.
Okay.
So then, in 717, when the Moors came and took over, we bought soap, washcloths.
So
Oh, you
Showed you
made
guys how to
soap. You
bathe.
made soap. Okay, go ahead. Moving on. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we showed you how to use it.
Okay.
Hey, Lex.
Yes, Liv, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Lex. I'm doing good. You know what I was over there doing? I refused. I wanted to point this out to Ren, and I was hoping we could all have a conversation. a deeper conversation, honestly, about what the real problem in America is. Did you guys know that the Virginia GOP Republicans, the grand old party, wanted to check children's privates before they went to the restroom? It was a bill that was proposed. Did y'all know that? The Republicans and Trump supported. Did y'all know that?
Did y'all know that was made by
not aware.
that was made by white people?
Yep. This was made by white people. That's what y'all
Okay,
did.
everything was made by white people. So what's your point?
And so CSAM was one of the things that's specifically made by white people. Did y'all know that nearly 80% of CSAM, do you know what CSAM is? Y'all know what CSAM is?
We do.
I do.
For those in the chat that don't know, CSAM is the production and distribution of child porn.
Did you realize that white
And
people
so-
made that in your time?
And so, yes, you made child porn. That's the problem, right? And you guys are the ones that are voting to touch children's private parts, bro. That's weird, bro.
Did we make?
Like, why would you want to do that?
We make mud huts.
Why you mean biodegradable homes? Listen, but listen, this is moving from the point. You guys make up the majority of CSAM, and you're trying to do this. Look at his face on the screen. Look at his face. He looks like what? Like where is Chris Hansen? Where is Chris Hansen?
Sit down. Let's talk.
Listen, black people gonna black. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Hey, yeah.
We're moving on. So
Okay,
No, don't move from that.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, listen,
No, we're not just gonna skate past that like that was just a fun fact.
Listen. Black people gonna black. So let's move on. Let's have a serious discussion.
Bridget, we don't have any more ops.
Yeah. So what they can.
Hey, loves, be quiet. Loves, if this is a lot, it's triggering. I totally understand. If you gotta step away for a moment, I'll let you know what's up in the Discord. And that's for anyone. If you have to step away from a moment, I totally understand. All right, this dude's a piece of poop. All right. But Liv and Dr. Lex like playing with their food. So we're gonna let them play with their food for a while, but I totally understand if you guys can't stick around for it. All right. I love you, Bridget.
Yeah, and also yes, because this is going to get very disturbing because they used to eat people. Well, they still eat people.
Tap 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 the screen.
Haiti, I would disagree with you, my boy.
You guys like putting people in soups and fricasseeing them and things like that. But hey, Liv, you know something? See, architecture, the great Greek architecture was a copied from Northern Africa, you know. And he's talking about us living in mud huts, and you know, the Sumerian civilizations also copied their architecture from Northern Africa. But he's still talking. Another thing is if you notice, like the word herpes is a Latin word coming from Greece.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so these guys, in order for the zoonotics to happen from that said virus, that somebody would probably have to be fucking a goat.
Yeah. That's where I say. So Lex, y'all didn't know that? That's why when I say they were in cave, when our ancestors were contemplating the concept of zero, their ancestors were having relationships with goats in caves. That wasn't me just saying that. That's literally what they were doing while running from Neanderthals.
Yeah, so that's the reason that you guys have that inherited trauma in your genes of being afraid of the dark. And you know things about those goats. I don't think that they thought that was half bad.
Why would you Listen, man. Like my whole thing is this. It's like this happened thousands of years ago, and this is where you come from. This is your land. This is your origin and who you are. But you don't have to be your past. But when I look at the GOP and the bill you tried to pass in 2016, your kind are looking to lower the age of child marriage. You've taken away rights from women. You are eating people. Like, have you really evolved? Have you really evolved?
Hey,
the thing is, Liv, the introduction of Homo neanderthalensis in their phenotype, you know, they added those two genes because they got away from the sun and the diets changed. They started eating crap and they added those two genes and gave them all that hair and that pale skin. They can't do the sun at all whatsoever.
Okay, awesome. Cool story. So can we have a real conversation?
Yeah, we're having a
Sure.
conversation with you. You just don't
Yeah.
understand.
Miss Carol for the gift.
Hold on a second. So what are the best places to live right now in 2025?
Chicago.
Okay. Is that controlled by white people?
No.
Is that okay? Who is it controlled by?
Black people.
You do realize
Black people.
you do
via
realize
funding
that
from
He
white
ran Discord.
guess who found Chicago, found the city of Chicago.
What? Some black guy?
Yep.
Yeah, some black guy.
Sure did. He was a Haitian man.
Okay. Haiti's doing really good right now, right?
I mean, considering you guys have
Exactly. So Haiti.
Hey, wait. Do you know who Toussaint Louverture is?
Do you know who cares? It doesn't matter.
Toussaint Louverture was the
Do
black.
you know
man.
that Haiti is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere?
Just because you guys colonized it, Haiti was formerly the richest country in the world because of the sugar trade. But Toussaint Louverture overthrew the slave trade, which caused the Louisiana Purchase. That's the reason Louisiana is Louisiana now, because the French had to sell that territory to the United States to try to get some of the money they lost back because the slaves kicked their asses out of the country. And then France kept taking money from Haiti up into the 90s, which has destroyed their economy. But you don't realize that. See, it's always you guys that do all this shit.
Yeah.
So we
Really, what it is he came up here thinking he was gonna get people upset.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the way he anticipated.
No, it's not. It's
No,
not.
it's
And the
not.
what? It's just sad. It's just sad at this point, you know?
I'm not trying to get black people.
So.
Just calm down.
Hey, Liv, you know something? I think that he might be one of those poor whites, one of the field ones.
I know.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Yo, the field lights.
Yo. Why are you using
Hey.
that type of English in this conversation, sir?
Hey, can everybody be quiet for just a second? Erica, I think we need to do our infomercial.
Oh, we need to do an infomercial? Oh, we need to do an
It's not
infomercial.
moving. Yeah.
Oh, my goal hasn't moved. That's wild business, too. Oh, my goal did move. Miss Carol stopped by. Miss Carol, thank you so much for the $50 on Venmo, my love. Thank you so much. Miss Carol stopped by. Guys, that's so awesome. Drop some hearts in the chat for Miss Carol. Thank you. All right, I got to update it. Miss Carol's the best. She always looking out for us. All right, let me update that. Oh my gosh, are my arms long enough to box the
Oh yeah, and thank you. I was gonna say, and thanks, Miss Carol, because I got your donation too. Thank you.
All right, but do you want to do a sponsorship?
You ready?
Okay, go ahead.
In the arms of
So, guys,
A white song.
if you'd like to support, if you'd like to, guys, do not report. We're gonna stop the song. Do not report the live. All right. So the visibility has been restricted. All right. So that means I need y'all to tap the screen. Need y'all to share the live. Don't spam share it. Just share it. Also, take care of the panel. Let's do all the good things to show TikTok that you do want to be here. All right. Because once you get one of those, it's going to be about a good 2 or 3 days before we get back to normal. God dang it. Should have listened to Bridget.
Thank you, white man, for making me not live in a mud hut again.
You don't even know what a mud hut is. You're a fucking idiot.
You need to just go ahead and restart, honestly.
You just do a restart?
Yeah,
Okay.
Let's just do a restart.
All right. Let's clear out the tiny dinings and then we're going to go ahead and do a restart. I saw W Phil. Did Phil send a sub?
I got a subscription.
Oh, yay. Liv's a sub.
I think I got one too, and I didn't even know I had them.
Yay. Lex is a sub. Drop some hearts. Should I get the song? Let's do the song. Yes. The song is a nice reprieve. Ran. Live. When we come back, Ren, I think I might be a little hyper. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Especially for like the last about hour. So we'll have some fun. I think I'll pick up the energy. And hopefully some blagger come through. God damn, where is the blagger?
It came through, but didn't
I want
reply.
to talk to them. I don't want to talk to them.
Oh my God, I have so much fun with them. They're so stupid.
They are so stupid.
They are.
Like
So,
they are frustratingly idiotic.
It's
They are.
hilarious.
Are you guys, Liv, you're familiar with this? You know, I explained this live a week or two ago. The extinction burst. This is the hyper-aggressive behavior of white people right now because of their pending going out of existence.
I actually have a theory about this. I was reading. Well, it's not my theory. It's Jason Stanley's theory, and it's something similar. But it says that like similar to basically like when children and when people go through trauma, there's usually like a big blow up when they're going through therapy, and then it kind of like whatever that was, it kind of like fizzles out. They said that's how they put it, right? And they said that there's going to be a huge surge of white supremacy, and then it's just going to like fizzle all the way out, and that's how like the white racism is going to come to an end. I don't know.
Interesting.
Maybe this is like that.
I mean, well, they can't keep their daughters from putting their hands on these chocolate guys and having kids.
But it's,
So.
I'm gonna restart. I was about to like, oh, let's talk about it, but you know what? I'm gonna restart. All right, guys, don't squirrel. Don't. That was hilarious, Liv. Come on, Liv ass. I tell you. Thank you, Dr. Lex, for stopping by.
Feeling like the box, it was full of sand at the
All right. Let me see here. Make the screen big again and turn up the volume because we back on Twitch and we're back on YouTube. And we're going to do all the good things. Yes, the bangs, not the bangs. I tell y'all, for real. I bought some skincare stuff. I'm trying to clear up my darn forehead. I got to drink a whole bunch of water and take my collagen because I was doing that faithfully and my forehead was clear. And then, like, I stopped doing the good stuff. And then my forehead said, bitch, you thought? And I was like, okay, let's get some bangs. The Discord is available via the subscribers thing. Check out your benefits and you'll get access to the Discord. All right. If you don't have a link for the Discord, please reach out to me or Ren or one of the mods and we'll get you up in there. You will have to verify yourself, your identity. That means we'll need a copy of your driver's license and your social security card and a deposit. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, let's not even joke like that. For you, we catch a flag on here.
Tap the screen. Tap screen, guys. Tap screen. Oh, also, because I respect and value my subscribers, like truly, I do. I value y'all. So, what just happened? I do apologize, like sincerely, like for real, like fucking A. I'm sorry. All right. That was a lot, and I think that Ren and I will agree that that's not going to happen again. All right. If you're not coming up here to have a genuine conversation, if you're just coming up here to do the racism, then by all means, you can go. You're not welcome here. So with that being said, that's not going to happen again. That like we've had people come up here and say some pretty effed up stuff, but that dude was just coming up here to legit just, do the racism.
He
So
kept doing it because he thought he was going to get a response.
yes, exactly. And no. So yeah, Ren, I think we can both agree that we're not allowing that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that being said, guys, let's keep doing all the good things. If you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and request up. Ren, I think you should do the MAGA call.
Okay. Here, MAGA, 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 MAGA. Here, MAGA, 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 MAGA. Zooey, zooey. Here, MAGA, 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 MAGA.
Every single time. That damn Sui gets me every single time. Sui. Isn't that from Deliverance?
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, are you a Trump supporter?
Absolutely, and thank you for trying to say Sweet. That's calling the pigs to the ballot. So how you guys doing? So where's MAGA? MAGA's right here.
All right. Fantastic. Okay, so you voted.
Fantastic.
Okay, you voted for Donald Trump. Okay, so fantastic.
Yes, I did. Yes, ma'am, I did.
Why'd you vote for Donald Trump? And please exclude. Hold on, time out. I know you are so excited. I love the enthusiasm. I really do.
I love enthusiasm too, my friend.
I love it. But just one moment.
Give your rules. Give your rules.
We have a boundary. All right. Please let us know why you voted for Trump without mentioning Kamala Harris, Joseph Biden, and Barack Obama.
Right?
Okay.
Matter of fact, don't mention any previous presidents as reasoning, with the exception of
Satan himself, otherwise known as Ronald Reagan.
So what else can I not mention? Can I mention President Trump's political policies that he had when he was president? Can I mention that? Can I mention the gas prices when President Trump was in president? Can I mention egg prices? Can I mention food prices? Can I mention my wages? Can I mention the economy? Can I mention the military? Can I mention the war in Russia? Can I mention the war in Israel? What can I mention? You have so many things that I cannot mention. What can I mention? What can I mention?
I believe I only said that you aren't able to mention previous presidents other than Ronald Reagan as your reasoning. So I'm not sure if you have a tracking problem.
Okay. So
do you have a tracking problem or any type of disabilities that we should be made aware of?
No, ma'am. So you want to talk about Ronald Reagan? Back under Ronald Reagan's term, he enacted tariffs, and what the tariffs did under Ronald Reagan, it made
Slow down now.
corporations.
Slow down.
I'm sorry. Then
You're excited.
Hold on. Take a deep breath. Okay.
okay, I know I'm speaking fast.
Hey.
It's an education problem.
Hey.
So
Hey, guy, buddy.
Hey girl, how you doing?
I need you to take.
I can barely hear you. I
need you to take a deep breath, okay?
Yeah.
We would
How you
like
doing?
we would like to have a conversation with you, buddy, but it's very
Yes,
difficult.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to have a conversation.
See, you keep interrupting what I'm trying to say to you. Please be patient.
Okay, your audio is really bad.
Your
I
audio
hope
is bad. You have a popping noise and a crackling sound to yours. You may want to turn your mic down. Yeah, it's his microphone.
I have an iPhone 16.
It's
I
his.
apologize for
Yeah.
my.
You hear that
I
clicking?
apologize. So
Yeah.
so
as
you're
soon as
talking
I do
about
this,
so you're saying that I can talk.
see how you don't hear it anymore?
So I'm sitting there talking
Something's wrong with
about
his
Ronald
mic.
Reagan.
Yeah.
They're talking about Ronald Reagan. So under Ronald Reagan, he enacted tariffs.
Hey.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm trying my hardest not to yell, okay? I need you to stop for a second and actually listen. Your sound is making a popping noise. It is very uncomfortable to hear. We do not hear it when you're muted. I don't know what's wrong with your phone microphone, but there's a problem.
Why you guys are having it? You guys are the first people in a live that's had this issue, and I've been going through lives for the last 5 hours.
Okay, hey,
And all of a sudden,
everybody in the chat. If you're hearing the popping when he's talking, put a 1 in the chat. Go ahead and talk, Chef.
So basically, under Ronald Reagan, he enacted tariffs. And under Reagan, we had companies come from other countries back to America because they did not want to have the tariffs. That is what's happening now under Trump. We have companies in Mexico and China and Canada and other countries right now building factories in America because they do not want to pay the tariffs. And as they're building the factories here in America to oversight those.
Okay, Chef, there was 85 people that all said that the issue is with
Come
your
on,
phone.
dude. Are you so basically?
I don't care about his sound. I want him to provide a source that shows that since Trump has said that he's had.
making a point. You're talking about
Okay. I literally just said I do not care about your sound. I just said that.
Yeah.
Do you have a delay?
No, I don't have a delay. I have an iPhone.
Okay, then leave it alone.
I just paid $1,500 for my phone.
As I was saying,
get off welfare and upgrade. That's what I'm saying to that person sitting there, dogging me on my
you know what,
phone.
Ren? By all means, go ahead, Ren. I tried.
So the thing is, I'm sitting there trying to have a conversation, and
I tried. Go ahead, Ren.
Let's have a conversation. Let's go. Do you want to have a conversation, or you want to sit there and talk about a pop?
He asked for a source.
The source?
Yes.
It's on whitehouse.gov.
Whitehouse.gov. Go ahead, Ren.
No, you go ahead.
It's on there. I mean, very easy to look up. Whitehouse.gov, Ronald Reagan tariffs.
Did Ronald Reagan implement targeted tariffs or did he implement blanket tariffs?
Blanket tariffs.
You lie.
And it's being misconstrued right now. And everybody's saying, oh no, it's targeted.
You're misinforming the class. You're misinforming. They were not. Ronald Reagan did not implement tariffs on all. He did not implement tariffs on all imports coming into the United States from specific
And we
countries.
don't have
He did not
have
do that.
all either. We have a lot of tariffs coming in. It's not. So if you charge me 10% and I'm charging you 0 right now, I'm going to charge you 10%. Tip for tat. What's wrong with that? Do you have a job?
So what
Do you have a
was
job? Or
trade and
does your
tariff
husband bring your
agreement
dollar home to you? Are you one of those stay-at-home trophy wives? I mean, if you guys want to get in an argument, I'm trying to bring something to you, and you're like, "Oh, but are you old enough to remember Reagan?" I mean, I'm looking at you. You look like you're about 30, 42.
What did you say, Ren?
You look like you're about 42.
Trade and Tariff Act of 1984.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, have you also heard of the Canada-U.S. Free Trade Agreement of 1987? Where the United States...
I was 7 years old.
I wasn't talking to you. I'm talking to Ren. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, so 3 liberals and 1 conservative. I mean, where's the conversation?
So,
rawr.
So Ren, you mean because the 87 free trade agreement between the U.S. and Canada actually, like, Reagan dropped the protectionist policies that the United States had when it came to actual trade. That's why he opened up the trade. His plan, that trade agreement actually led to NAFTA, which was actually, it wasn't a bad idea because all Trump did was rename it to USMCA. So anywho, as I was saying, do you have a problem with hearing words? Do you have a problem? Because I literally just said that it led to NAFTA. Led to, meaning that it was the precursor for it.
Okay, so
it predated it. You nitwit.
Oh wow!
Why don't you shut up? Go breathe. Go breathe. Go breathe. Just breathe. You. Go breathe. Tap tap the screen, guys. Tap tap the screen, guys.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you very kindly.
Good
to just
God, shut up.
Second, okay? Just chill out for a second.
And also, guys, you don't have any reason to report. Again, allow Ren and I to handle this. If you report just because you don't like an op, that hurts Ren and I. So do not report. Allow us to handle the panel. Thank you. We appreciate y'all. All right. This person is not smart. We can tell that they aren't smart. All right. They just know how they have about a third grade reading level. So they have that. All right. They have that because they think that bragging on buying a phone is something to brag about in 2025.
Conversation.
That's absolutely insane.
Have a conversation.
It's impossible to have a conversation with you when you don't stop talking. So what I'm going to do as the host of the show is I'm going to continue to talk and you're going to continue to stay on mute. How about that?
And she's normally the nice one. And I've been trying to be very kind to you. And you continue.
I'm gonna take your finger and I'm gonna go on.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Couldn't help yourself. You're just mad because a bunch of black women are smarter than you. You poor white. That's what it is. They really are mad because they're poor whites. That's what it is. They're just upset because they're poor whites.
Side note. He thought you were a trophy wife with your bangs. I'm just saying it's a note in favor of your bangs.
I don't like them still.
I know, and you don't have to, but you still look damn good.
But they're growing out.
Huh?
They grow out
You're growing them out. So.
Yeah, I'm growing them out. Yeah. I am. But also when I take my hair and wear it, like when I take it back, you can't really tell that I have bangs anyways, because it still blends. So yeah.
Honestly, the way that the people keep coming up here, I think that Liv might be right.
Liv is
that whole extinction burst.
Oh, most definitely. I think him and Dr. Lex were absolutely correct. I was reading about it, and with the extinction burst, it says an extinction burst is a sudden increase in behavior when the reinforcement or reward for an undesirable behavior has been removed. It is a temporary response pattern when an expected result of an action no longer occurs. So they're not getting what they used to get.
Yeah.
And then also with like Liv was talking about with Trump basically destroying the white middle class.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Hello, Maximus.
Hi, Raptor. Hey, Erica. Thanks for having me up, guys.
Hi. Did you vote for Trump?
Actually, I was just scrolling by and I thought it was interesting because it says ops, but are you guys? Which side are you guys? I voted for Trump, but I'm not very political. Kind of down the middle.
So you're MAGA. So why did you vote for Trump?
I don't know. Well, I guess I just like I kind of align with the right side more.
Why?
Why did I align with the right? I don't know. I don't think either side is great. Well, you guys seem pretty cool, but a lot of people on the left kind of seem, I don't know, they seem a little bit out there. I mean, some people on the right do too, honestly.
So you say that you identify better with bigots?
Well, I mean, I don't love people on the right either.
Okay, so why did you vote for him?
I mean, I think there was like because there was only two options, and why did I vote for him? Yeah, I just think I think like a few years ago I would have been like Democrat, but I just feel like the left side, like I think they went a little wacko. I mean, I don't think you guys are. You seem
Wacko in what way?
just some of the stuff like is a bit out there. Like,
Bet you was gonna hit the highway. Stuff like what?
like the open borders and the trans thing.
Told you.
Transmission lane. Here we go. He just took the exit. All right.
Man, you're so good at that.
I can normally tell. So
I didn't care.
I don't understand how other people choose to live their lives is of any consequence to you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I got your point. I mean, I really don't have an issue with it per se, but
And
I just think
why do the border bothers you so much? Why is that of any consequence to you? And do not say crime. Do not say crime. And the reason I say don't say crime is because United States citizens are some of the most violent, vile people.
Well,
and are definitely more likely to commit a crime than an undocumented immigrant.
Actually, I'm an immigrant myself. I came here from Egypt when I was 14, and I shoplifted once.
So you're a ladder puller.
So that proves my point. Immigrants commit crimes because I shoplifted KY jelly from Walmart once because I was too embarrassed to pay for it.
Okay, hold on.
I'm just kidding. I mean, this story's true.
Even if you, I was gonna say, but even if you did shoplift, and a person shouldn't be deported for shoplifting KY jelly. Like, I mean, that's ridiculous.
I know they didn't catch me. That's why. Actually, that story's true, but I'm kidding around because I was like too embarrassed. But I mean, I think immigration is fine.
Hold on, I ain't gonna lie. The fact that you shoplifted instead of buying it, that tracks. I can see why that would be embarrassing, but no one cares. So moving on.
I was a teenager. I don't know. I was too embarrassed. The cashier would be like, "What are you buying this for?"
I mean, but it doesn't matter because you still haven't explained why you identify with Trump or the right wing of the country.
I mean, I think it's pretty cool, honestly. I don't know. I don't have an issue with him. I mean, I think Kamala was cool too, but I think she would have had to do like, I don't know. The left side kind of made me nervous, honestly.
In what way?
Well, just kind of everybody was agreeing on like things that I felt like people should at least have like differing opinions on, like from the left, like like the trans stuff being taught in
So
schools.
you think that explaining to children that there are different people in the world that live differently than they do is a bad thing?
Well, I mean, I don't think that
You
should
know
be.
what? Here's the deal. I like to talk about things that are actual of consequence to people's lives. Trans individuals, so transgendered people existing, is of no consequence to anyone on this panel's life. None whatsoever. A cis het man, and I won't even denote it to race, but a cis het man is more likely to commit an essay, a grape, than any other demographic in this country. All right. I'm not going to spend time discussing almost like less than 1% of the United States population. I'm not going to do it because they have no bearing on your daily life. None whatsoever. So if you want to be transphobic or transmissive, please take it elsewhere. I'm not in the mood tonight. I'm just not in the mood. So is it Maximus? If you want to discuss something else, by all means, pick a subject, but we're not going to sit here and discuss transgender people in a way that makes absolutely no sense because, dude, they have no effect on your life. None whatsoever.
No, that's fair. Thanks, Erica. Yeah.
Now, actually, Maximus, go on mute for a moment, actually.
Okay.
Sassy girl, did you vote for Trump?
No, I did not. But I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys that you're doing a great job and I love your bangs and I'm proud of you both.
Thank you so much, Sassy girl. I appreciate you. Thank you, love, for being here. All right. Drop some hearts in the chat for Sassy girl. All right. And OG, did you vote for Trump?
No, I didn't vote for nobody.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
Ren?
the country and
Wow.
politics
Hold
are
on.
broken.
Hold on.
Like,
Hold on, OG.
Why?
Go ahead, Ren.
Why didn't you vote?
why didn't I vote? Well, for one, complications. But
You have a
Wait, are you
background.
able to vote?
see, I wasn't sure at the time. Still not
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? So, but I've never voted in my life. I didn't even vote for Obama, and I was old enough.
Okay. So if you
And
had to choose between one of the two party candidates, who would you have chosen?
I wouldn't have, because look, okay, so y'all do know what the Electoral College is, right?
I didn't know they took those away.
If
Okay.
if nobody in this country cast a vote, a Democrat or Republican is still gonna rock out in office based on the people who represent us. Our votes technically on paper don't matter. I learned that as a kid and
No.
argued with the teacher, and she couldn't even prove me wrong.
No, you were
And since
wrong.
that day, I've had a very clear understanding.
Hey, I know your
the-
mic. I know your mic is up.
You're
I know your
wrong.
mic is up, but you're factually wrong. All right. The popular vote in the state actually can dictate the electoral college vote. It can. I didn't say it always does, but it can. So it leaves credence to who the electoral college actually votes for. Ren, would you like to add on to it?
It usually goes by the popular vote in the state.
Mm-hmm.
That is usually how it goes. That's who gets. It's a winner take all system for the electoral college votes. So your vote absolutely does matter.
Yep.
And the reason for this is because of I mean, let's be real, racism, but without going down that rabbit hole, the electoral college in and of itself, back before we had email and the ability to communicate quickly like this, the electoral college actually kind of made sense. It doesn't make sense now, and we need to abolish it. But the only way to do that is you have to operate within the parameters that we have in order to get to the point to abolish it. But whatever. But at this point, OG, no vote, no voice.
No voice. Got to go.
Y'all, just for the record, and not Eric and Ren, but the chat and OG and other Tweedles who had that thought in high school and then just never moved on from it. Look at all the ways they're trying to stunt and stop and throttle your vote. Like if it didn't matter, they wouldn't be putting in all the effort to make sure you couldn't. Don't just make it easy on them.
Why do we make it easy on them? Shout out to Trisha for the $1. I appreciate you, Trisha. Y'all draw some hearts in the chat for Trisha. With that said, I do like whole numbers or multiples or 5. Messes with my brain. Hold on
Semantic
one
sent
moment.
you.
Huh?
Semantic sent you 30. I just got to send it over to you.
Oh, thank you, Semantics. I appreciate that. Did they pay a tax?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Just making sure, because I say go ahead and keep 15 of that. Okay, but all right. Okay. All right. Oh, my cousin reached out, my play cousin. All right. Jesse sent 5 and said, play cousin, why was that YT Wash Egyptian man grasping for MAGA talking point straws? Dang it. Finally, we have a hotep. He's so happy. He was so happy to have a hotep. He'd be like me. See, that's why I know me and Jesse related. He'd be like me. I'd be like, oh, this is going to be fun. But no, he had to go. He had to go, Jesse, because he didn't vote. All right. So, y'all, draw some hearts in the chat for everyone that donated. I don't know why. I just can't pick up the energy in my voice. Like, what's today's date?
It's the 10th.
It's the 10th? I know why.
Okay.
Guys, in about 2 or 3 days, depending on how things go, I may be extremely emotional. Just want to let y'all know that. Okay, all right. I gotta do that.
Essie?
Hi, ladies. How's it going?
Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Okay, why?
Yay!
One of my main determining factors for me was basically looking at the administration on who was more effective at securing our border. And at first, listening to the talking points, it sounded like Harris and Biden, it sounded more welcoming. But after looking at the data and the numbers, it was a little bit alarming to see the discrepancies and that Trump's border policies were actually more effective. And so that was my main reason on voting for Trump.
What border policies?
Well, there's a few that we can point out. MPP, which is Remain in Mexico, basically for asylum seekers. It was more of a deterrent. So if you look at 2019 when it was implemented, we had about 850,000 border crossing. The following year in 2020, it dropped down to about 400,000. So that's about a 52% decrease. So that actually was a deterrent.
I'm not trying to cut you off, but hold on one moment. You can't count 2020. And the reason why you can't count 2020 is because of Title 42. Title 42 is different from Remain in Mexico. 2 separate things. All right. Title 42 restricted border crossings because we were in a global pandemic. So you can't count 2020. And if you like, I can give you a moment to look at Title 42.
Oh, I'm familiar with Title 42. Yeah, it stayed until 2023. It was under the CDC order, and Trump collaborated with them. The thing about Title 42,
Biden actually lifted it. Biden lifted it in 2021, so it wasn't enforced. It stopped being on the books in 2023, but Biden wasn't enforcing it in 2021. But go ahead, I can give you that.
Yeah, and I mean, the biggest thing, I think we would have more, I think we do have common ground. I just think if we look at the numbers, for example, the amount of migrants that passed away from the conditions of the border, just because the influx of it, there was 2,700 deaths under Biden's administration versus 1,100. So that's also alarming. So even though there might be policies that we like, that we hear them, what they talk about it, when you actually look at the numbers, even with the children, the amount that we actually lost track of, it was 32,000 kids that we lost track of under Biden versus 2,900. So that's like 1,000, or that's 10 times more kids that we lost track as a system. So as far as the administration, they weren't as effective.
She just said a lot. Go ahead, Ren.
Can you get a source for all the things you just said, please?
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. If you look at the Biden's Inspector General, you can find all the numbers about
No,
the
I want you
crossings.
to go give me an exact source and tell me where it is. I'm not gonna go shooting in the dark. Thank you.
Absolutely. No, the Inspector General is where I got all that information from. That's the official.
Okay, what article, what paragraph, where?
You want me to pull it up on Google? I mean, this is just stuff that I've been reading for a while.
So you should be able to cite your source, shouldn't you?
Absolutely. Do you know who the inspector director is? I'm not trying to insult.
Oh, she's looking for the source.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Brenda Tello actually asked a really good question that I'm going to ask her when she comes back. Because, Rand, I think it's kind of like what you normally say is that they're treating the symptoms, not the disease.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I might be looking for a while. Well, then, with that being said, let's one more time for the road. Oh, most definitely. You ain't told nothing a lot there.
Theo, I know that. I know.
Definitely. I did something earlier that made my throat hurt. Because Ren, I can't scream that much or that loud because I don't know, every single time that I do, I end up hurting my darn vocal cords. I don't know why. So fudge stickles. It's always something. This is interesting. Very, very interesting.
Which part? What?
This young lady up here. Very interesting.
What's interesting? I think it's on the Department of Justice. There's a couple different links. But I also had a few.
Ren, you're not on mute. I just want to let you know. Just in case you weren't aware.
Oh no, I know. I know.
Okay, all right, cool.
You said that like you don't know what the hell anybody in my house might be saying. So
just saying. I don't know if they're gonna be cussing somebody out or a sis about to say something. If sis want to grab the mic, I don't know. Or if the baby girl want to come up and say something, I don't know, Ren. I just want to make sure. All right.
Yeah. She get a little bit reckless. Like I had to tell her, I'm like, child, I am not muted.
Mr. Skip, very much so. Like seriously. Like it's weird. That's why I say it's interesting because it's just weird. All right, so Essie, while you're still looking for that, I do want to ask you a question.
Please.
What has Donald Trump proposed to actually improve the immigration system? What has he proposed?
Yeah, absolutely. I think a big part of it, sometimes we forget to look at the macro, is just like the empowerment. I saw a lack of empowerment from the last administration where we weren't really supporting our border patrol as much as we can. And it's more of an enforcement issue. We can have good policies, but if we don't have the right administration overseeing it and making sure that we do follow those policies, even if we try.
Young lady, ma'am, Essie, what has Donald Trump proposed to improve our immigration system? Is there a bill that he has proposed? Is he proposing more funding? Like, what has he imposed? You're using a lot of words, but you're not actually saying anything because you're not answering the question. And it's okay. If he hasn't proposed anything, you can say nothing. And then we can talk about what Joe Biden proposed. We can talk about how Donald Trump asked Langford to get rid of his bill so that he could have an issue to run on. We can talk about that. We can talk about how Kamala Harris actually had a plan to improve the immigration courts, hiring more clerks and judges, along with adding more funding to our border patrol. So, like, we can talk about that. So, because it's like if you ask me the question, what was Kamala going to do? I just answered it. You ask me the question of what did Biden try to do? I can answer it. But I'm asking you, what has Donald Trump proposed to improve the actual immigration process?
Yeah, that's a fair question. I mean, one of the biggest things I think he's just reinstating the importance of our border. Partially, I mean, I think he's focusing on the short term, and so we can propose a long term, and it needs to be bipartisan. I think everybody wants the same thing. We want everyone to come through. I think labeling, I don't know what I can say on live, but labeling, you know, that specific organization in Mexico as the T word, I
My
think that's
God, today. All right. So shout out to Jessie for the $2. Thank you, cousin. Cousin said the first thing she did was deflect and did. She doesn't have an answer, but is reluctant to admit there is no plan because there isn't. The plan is no plan. He doesn't even have concepts of a plan when it comes to the immigration system. All right. His main thing is just like I said that you heard when we were on Teacup. Like Rand always says, he is treating the symptom and not the disease. Mass deporting people is not a solution to the United States immigration issue. It is not. All right. It doesn't help. It's actually going to destroy our economy. All right. We already see that cost of produce has increased. I'll be happy to get you a source if you ask for one. All right. We have people, migrants, not showing up to work because they're afraid of being deported. So there's that part. It does not work. They also impact our overall GDP because, as everyone here knows, because it's my favorite stat of the week, 70% of our GDP is dependent upon consumer spending. All right. Migrants and undocumented immigrants do what when they're here in this country? Spend money.
Yep. And nobody is talking about the fact that Nebraska is going broke.
That part too. Because ain't nobody showing up to work. Yep. And they pay taxes, of course. They pay a lot of taxes too. A lot. What is it like? What are we looking at? An expected $1 trillion in taxes over the next 10 years. So that's almost $100 billion in taxes, state, local, and federal, a year. That's a lot of gosh darn going money pumped into the United States economy, especially from people who don't even get to benefit from it. The only thing that they get access to is emergency Medicaid. So in the event of an emergency, they can get service at a hospital. But they don't get Medicaid. They don't get SNAP benefits. They don't get unemployment benefits. They don't get Social Security. So how is Donald Trump going to improve our immigration system? I wonder how. How is he going to shorten the time frame for people having to wait from the moment they're actually granted asylum to when they get their darn gone court date? Like, how is he going to shorten that? How does he want to actually, you know, how can I say this, guys, in a way that makes sense? How is he going to pass his $4.5 trillion tax cut for the rich and provide funding, additional funding to Border Patrol? I don't know if she's coming back or not. We'll find out. I don't know. Don't know. I just wonder. Like, Ren, what are some of the questions that you have?
I just want to know why, if immigration is such a hot ticket issue, why would you be okay with somebody paying $5 million to get a fast track to citizenship?
Good question.
What's to stop somebody that's a member of that T group down in Mexico? What's to stop them from having $5 million and getting one of them gold cards?
That's a legit question. I admire that. I do believe we have something similar to a green card that's like $1 million. I'm not crazy. Look, I'm not a loyalist to Trump or the cult of MAGA. I just want to look at real solutions and have wins for Americans. That's really my biggest takeaway.
But
I
you
think
vote. Go ahead.
I just think we can't really do any type of policy until we stop the faucet, because it's just the resources are just. I've been to the Mexico border many times. It's very I've been under both administrations. I love the Mexico. I go to Mexico often. I love the people, and I want people from all different countries to come here. We take in about 1 million immigrants every year. It's just the way the policies were done and revoked under the Biden administration actually seemed to kind of give the illusion, or people gave like even some of that T group to kind of encourage, oh, it's okay to go, so that kind of slowing the drain of that, and then we can actually work on a bipartisan thing. I don't know if we're there yet with the policies, but if we can't control it, we can't even begin to actually make real change. And we want to take care of those asylum cases, but how can we have about 8 more million people here that are we don't know who they are. I think that's a fair thing. I mean, we need to solve that too.
Essie, how do you say that we need to deal with the asylum cases and things like that when we had a bill to do just that, and your fearless leader told the Republicans to vote against it? You talking about solving the problem, and
there were a few different bills, Ren.
Go ahead.
So there was a bill that Biden introduced in February of 2021, which they wouldn't even bring to committee, so they refused to even look at it. And then there was the bill that they struck down because they said, oh, it includes funding for Ukraine. But then the funding for Ukraine passed anyways. And so they brought another immigration bill back to the floor, where the GOP voted against it. And then came the Langford bill that everybody agreed on. Both sides of the aisle was like, this is the one. This is the one that's going to help. And Trump said no. Trump said no. He met with Langford and he said, do not pass that bill because I need something to run on. Langford is actually on audio talking about how Trump interfered. All right. So they had a plan. They did. They had everybody in the House was ready to vote on that bill. They was ready to vote yes on that bill, get it passed. Let's implement this policy. Let's get it done, because it's going to not just help the American people, but it's also going to help improve our immigration process. And now look at us. We got women and children, pregnant women, being put on military planes, shackled to military planes, been sent back to dangerous places. All because Donald Trump. I don't know how to finish this, Ren. It's just an evil piece of shit. Tap, tap, tap the screen, guys. Tap, tap, tap the screen.
That's it in so many words.
That's it. That's all I know how to say. I'm not that eloquent. He's just an evil piece of poop.
You do bring up valid points, and I admire it. You do know your candidates' policies, and I think that's something that's rare on our, people who vote for Trump. Like I said, I'm not a loyalist, but a lot of people don't know the policies. However, I guess my biggest thing is they were in for 4 years. What did they do? Kamala went to the
responsibilities of the vice president.
She was also given the informal name of border czar. So, like, for me
No,
to
she was not. We do not have czars in the United States of America. She was not given the
Obama. That's why I said informal.
But that was not something she was given. That is something a Republican talking point. So no. What are the responsibilities of the vice president? Thank you.
And shout out to Jesse for the I didn't see it, cousin, but shout out to Jesse for the 2. He just sent some more. Jesse sent 2, and Jesse said she using Chat GPT. He might be right, y'all. He might be right. All right. Oh, wow. Corey, thank you so much for sending 5 subs. Thank you so much. Also, Jesse just sent another 5. Jesse says she's babbling at this point, not to mention Trump fired multiple immigration judges his first few weeks in office. Yes, he did. Trump fired 27 immigration judges. 27 of them. Just let them go. I don't know how that's improving. I don't know how that's improving the process. But guys, also shout out to Jesse. Shout out to Jesse. Also, shout out to Corey and our new subs. Y'all get the song. So I want to see some hearts in the chat for Jesse and for Corey. All right, for being awesome members of the community. Thank you. A little break while she's reading, typing it in, doing whatever it is she's doing. You're the ones I can always call. Hey, Rand, you know what I think is so crazy? Is that people, it's a tactic. It's a tactic. People really think if they say things with a nice, calm, sweet voice, so, you know, a sweet inflection, that people won't hear the BS. People won't hear the nastiness behind those words.
I don't really listen to tone as much as I listen to the words that a person uses.
Exactly. I'm listening to your words because I'm not going to get lost in your tone. Guys, guess what? Thank you so much, Corey. Thank you for telling me. Guys, we hit the sub goal. We have 300 subscribers. Rand, we got to celebrate.
Yay!
You want to do a shot of cranberry juice with me?
I got iced tea.
Okay, all right. I got water. I'm not getting up. Here's the 300 subs. Yay! Yay! Drop those hearts in the chat, y'all. Woo-hoo!
Well, ladies, I appreciate your
We
time.
did it. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I appreciate your respectfulness. I think I really admire that. I just, at the end of the day, like, I don't look at, like, I agree. I don't look at words. I don't look at tone. I look at numbers. And more people died in the influx of Biden's administration, and more kids went missing under their administration. So to me, I don't think it's acceptable. And I'm just going to stay with that. And that's kind of where I'm at. But I wish you guys the best.
You read the report wrong.
Sure did. That's that
About
ICE
the
report.
missing, you read it wrong.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know how I got that wrong, but okay.
They're not missing. They just didn't show up to court. They're not missing.
32,000. I didn't say 300,000. It's 32,000. They don't know where they are. And then same thing for Trump. We lost track of them. I just think that's alarming. Like, as an administration, if we're going to be taking in people and people are seeking asylum and there's minors, I think we should be a little bit more careful.
If you cared about them kids and them people, you would be for immigration reform, not just sending those kids back to countries that they probably have never been.
I think you're assuming what I believe in. I absolutely think we need immigration reform.
Yeah, but you're saying deport them first.
I never said that. But
so what other option is there, darling? That's the plan. That is the plan that Trump is implementing.
Okay.
Then that would be what you are for. Because if you were for a better immigration system, so improving it, then you would have voted for Kamala Harris because that was her plan.
She didn't handle the border, in my opinion, with the numbers.
Oh, okay. She didn't handle the border. I want to talk about something before you go. Before you go. All right. Joe Biden, we had an influx of immigrants, migrants and immigrants from El Salvador. Where was it from? I want to make sure I get the numbers right. The country. It was El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala. Right? Biden told Kamala Harris to figure out why we were having an influx of immigrants from those three countries and to also decrease the numbers. Kamala went down there. She figured out the reason why, and it was due to lack of opportunity. So what she did is she worked with American companies, American corporations like Pepsi, to create opportunities to invest over $16 billion into those countries so that people will be more apt to actually stay in their home country instead of coming here to the United States. And guess what that's what she did. She was successful because immigration from those three countries actually decreased after Kamala worked with the corporations to provide opportunities in that country. All right, so that's something that she did. Like, Essie, what research did you do prior to voting? Like, what research did you do on Kamala, like her policies?
I mean, I cross-reference. I mean, the biggest thing is just like where the priorities are. I'm not a big fan of, you know, getting involved in other people's wars. I think I'm more of a peace type. I think we need a. I can see you guys smiling. Hey, look.
I'm laughing at Jesse because he sent another message. It has nothing to do with you. Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
I really just think that. Sorry, this is my first time being on live. I don't really feel comfortable. It's kind of,
You're
but
doing
you
a
guys
great
are
job.
really cautious and graceful for it, so I appreciate it. And I'm getting educated too. I'm willing to see where I can improve on and learn from this. But I lost my train of thought. All I could say is things like with Maui and North Carolina, I think we could have done a better job helping the Americans affected by those communities, and I just didn't see how the response was as helpful as it could be. And we see this with Trump's administration now. He was able to escalate or expedite what the experts said it would take 18 months to clear the debris for the hazardous waste. And he did it in about 29 days. We still have a long ways to go, but he was able to kind of get past that bureaucratic red tape.
Okay,
So,
so what did he do? How did he make that happen?
Well, he collaborated with all the local forces, and instead of going through the regular process of all the bureaucratic stuff that they have, because it was an emergency, instead of seeing what happened with Maui, where people still don't have homes because of the toxic waste, he was able to.
People in North Carolina still don't have homes.
They don't. Yeah, that's correct. But I know that they did go there, and they've been trying to get all of them inside some type of.
I just looked at this earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should at least be able to come together and see that as a win for California. I really hope that they can rebuild. I'm not saying that one way or the other. I just think that's something that should be looked at or considered. That's important. I don't know. Anyways, ladies, I think
Know what I find so
I need to do
interesting
some more
about-
research. So
Yeah, you definitely do. Because what I find so interesting about California and North Carolina, you want to know one of the things that both of those states have in common?
sure.
Democratic governors.
Okay. I wish it was the same for Hawaii though. Hawaii was a mess. Hawaii's close to my heart. I used to live there, so that was a tough one.
Are you Hawaiian? Are you Hawaiian?
No, I'm not. I wish I was. No, I love the culture there. My friends would help when Maui happened. They would fill up their boats with some food and water and supplies and bring it over. I was on Oahu, so when it happened.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okie dokie.
Sorry, I know that was awkward. Thank you, ladies. I really
fine.
appreciate
You
it.
Yeah, just do more. Just do a little bit more research, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Have a good one.
You too. Thank you. Take care.
Bye. Baby, it's you. You're the one.
Read a book, read a book, read a motherfucking book.
Parkers.
Erica, do you mind if I make one
Said it
quick
loud.
comment?
I'm sorry. Max,
you mind if I
no,
make-
no, Go ahead.
About immigration? So, like in college, like one of my best friends, he was like an immigrant. Like his parents worked really hard to bring him here, and he was going through medical school, and now he's like a successful cardiologist. And he told me like nowadays like his parents like worked their whole lives to bring him here. Basically, it's really tough. Like he's from Nigeria, and he said like now like the opportunities for like his cousins and people who are trying to come here the same way he did are like very limited because you know some of the immigration or some of the the influx from the borders and stuff, from like both borders. So I mean, to me, that's kind of like that seems a bit unfair. Just because like people coming from like a country that's closer to us. I don't know.
What was the question?
Well, because like when we're talking about like
We lie, baby.
like the influx from this, from the border.
Okay.
I just think like that's one of the things like people who like my friend like who like his family worked really hard to bring him in through traditional immigration, like they're not asylum seekers and stuff, so he can come and study medicine in the U.S.
They did chain
those-
migration. They came first and then they brought family. Go on.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I was just kind of like I mean, that's one of the things that affected. Also, it's not fair for people from those countries. Like, like he's from Nigeria, but I mean, there's a lot of other countries that people work hard to come here, and they come here to study and stuff. I don't know.
They come here on visas.
Yeah, but I'm saying
not everyone can get a visa. And then,
Right.
so if they can't get a visa, then they can go about it by seeking asylum. If they
But I'm
just come up
saying-
from a country that qualifies. I don't get it. I'm confused.
Well, I'm saying their opportunities are more limited now because
What
there's more
opportunities
people.
are more limited? The
Basically-
opportunities to be a doctor is limited?
No, to come here because they have to limit the numbers now from other countries because a lot of people are coming in through
No, they don't.
the borders.
That's a lie.
You don't think so?
You don't have to fib. What you about to say, Ren?
I mean, I don't know it for a fact. I'm just.
I know
he
you don't
says-
know for a fact because that's not true. Go ahead, Ren.
I mean, you might be right.
All I was gonna say is he's basically saying that the good immigrants can't come over because the bad immigrants are taking up all the space.
So freaking weird to me. Like it's just so absolutely
Yeah.
weird.
I didn't say all that now.
Yeah,
I'm
it
one-
could be inferred.
I'm one of the bad ones. I shoplift.
Hey, Angela, did you vote for Trump? Hey, Angela. Oh no, she knows she's here. Hey, Angela. Oh, she doesn't know she's here. All right, I'll let you down, Angela. Thank you so much for tapping. The best is when people tap in their sleep. I love that part. When you be tapping and falling asleep, that's my favorite thing in the world.
Quiet little snores.
Mhm.
Hello.
All right. Hi, Queasy. One moment. Hey guys, it's 280 of us up in here, and I think we're at 80 something thousand likes. So can y'all do me a huge favor before we end in the next 13 minutes and get this up to 125,000 likes? Let's just do the good things, guys. Also, we have the We Live Baby gift goal, and we can knock that out. We only need 9 more of them. I set that one low. So please, please, please do that. Also, show love to Ren and Parkers. They are here and doing whatever the hell it was tonight, they're enduring it too. And also, guys, we have $55 to go. Shout out to Jesse for another 5. He said it's time to go, Essie. It's time to go. All right, we live, baby. So yes, $55 to go. Everything with Erica is the name for Venmo. I also have a PayPal. And if the spirit moves you, I also have Zelle, everything with Erica9@gmail.com. Don't forget to take care of Ren and Parker's. Their pay links are in their bios. Also, I'm going to call it right now, guys. The boxes are closed unless Blagger shows up. Only way I'm letting anyone else up if this Blagger shows up. If they show up, then, we might get an extended show. Okay. Also, guys, I want somebody to peruse these TikTok. Viber said no. I want someone to peruse these TikTok streets and let me know which women creators are live. Maybe we can send the raid over to someone. But for right now, we're going to talk to Queasy. I want to thank you guys so much for the love, the support, the encouragement, and the engagement. Let's go ahead and do this. Queasy, you voted for Trump?
I did.
Okay, fantastic.
I
So
wanna
why did you
say-
vote for Trump?
Well, I'll start off by saying congrats on 300 subscribers. That's hard.
Thank you.
Congrats
Thank you
on
very
that.
much. Appreciate you.
Why?
Yes.
I feel like the reason's changing every day, but number one thing, no tax on tips. That's it.
Do you work in the service industry?
Yeah.
You do know that the no tax on tips isn't included within the budget reconciliation proposal that was passed in the House, right? And so now they have to write up the bill. It wasn't included.
I understand. I was very upset with the first 3 days
No.
that it wasn't wrote up. I'm under the impression that it's going into maybe effect in 2026, 27, after the tax year.
That's not how that works.
See, I don't.
You can tell us.
I work like 2 jobs as well, so I don't have time to even humor. But I heard no tax on tips, so that's.
So you
But
didn't take a bathroom break, and while you were sitting there, you did a quick Google. Like it never occurred to you.
no. I tried to, but I mean, no matter what, we all can say that there's misinformation on all sides.
Thank you for the cake.
And it's I don't know how to even decipher. I will admit I deleted all social media for like 10 years. I just downloaded TikTok like 2 weeks ago, tops. Like I had YouTube, maybe. I try not to Google, but I sometimes do. That's about it.
This feels
So I
super
don't try. That's on me.
What do you say, Ren?
This feels super disingenuous.
It's so
No.
disingenuous. Like seriously.
I'm finding out certain things are happening and I don't really understand if they're true or not. Like if you are more educated, so
Where do you work?
what's up with the Rosa Parks bus?
Here's the
Is that
thing.
true?
Here's the thing. All right.
Hmm?
The budget reconciliation bill that just passed is setting the budget and also our taxes, our tax code for the next 9 years. It's going to be from 2025 to 2034. All right. So the next 9 years. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Not included in that reconciliation bill is no taxes on
Yeah,
tips.
that's
So it's not so no.
I
No.
heard that.
Absolutely
I heard that.
no. Mm-mm. No.
Go ahead.
No.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry.
They
It's
can't
your natural habit.
they can't do it. They're not going to pass it there. That's all there is to it. You're
Yeah.
not getting no tax on tips unless your state does it. It's not happening federally. It may happen for you statewide, but it ain't happening in DC.
Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
Queasy,
Yes, ma'am.
what do you, let me give me a little bit of latitude here, Erica, okay?
Okay, go
Sorry,
ahead.
it's late.
What do you do for work?
I run my family's business.
Okay.
Well, just me and my wife do. But
Okay. Do you have a smartphone?
yeah, but it's trash.
It doesn't matter. Does it have the internet on it?
It does. I get your point.
Okay, hold on. I'm not done yet.
But please enlighten me on what to Google.
Hold on. Now, you knew that there were 2 candidates for president, right?
Yes, and
these are yes or no questions. I don't need
Okay.
no extra anything, okay?
Thank you for clarifying.
Okay. You knew there were two candidates for president, correct?
Yes. But no, there's more than just 2, but really
Jill
there's 2.
Stein, there was no chance. There was literally not a snowball's chance in hell of her winning anything. She is a political cicada. She comes around, she grifts off people, and then she hides back in the deep cave next to Satan that she lives in. Moving on. So, you are disingenuous, and I'm going to tell you why. Because you cannot make me believe that as a business owner and as a person carrying around a computer in your hand, I don't give a damn if you got the cheapest McAssholey Android there is. And I'm an Android user. You got a $19.99 Android special. The internet works on it. You are disingenuous, and I wish you would just be real and be honest, and let's just have the conversation.
I voted strictly on no tax on tips, and I was very disappointed whenever that showed up.
But even his no tax on tips plan wasn't for you. Like, I mean, I don't even know why I'm
And I don't
engaging on
have
this,
the.
but hold on. It was
I didn't
actually
have.
for the wealthy so that basically they can claim like their commissions and their profit on stock as tips instead of as actual income and pay taxes on it. Right. Whereas Kamala Harris actually was going to allow you to claim the income that you made from tips and not pay taxes on it. Like that's what her plan was. That's why Ren is asking you, did you actually do any research?
I've heard the exact same thing from both sides, but like I've literally heard on the right having that same.
That's not
You get to claim it and
How?
not be taxed on it.
Uh-uh.
Just
How did you hear it?
no explanation. Just
How
that.
did you hear it?
How did I hear it? I
Yes, you
mean,
said you heard it from both sides. So how? If you couldn't do no research,
no. I just
how
heard
did
it
you
from
hear
word of mouth, and just flipping through. That was under the impression, like it wasn't not there. That's why I had that view to vote that way. Like I'm not saying.
Exactly, Nikki. He ain't doing research.
Yeah, I'm not doing full. I'm only doing like 25% research, and that's
No, you say you don't
just
Google. You say you don't do anything.
That's headline. That's headline. I'm just headlining. I don't have time. I don't have time for that. So what I'm saying is that's just my one reason why, and that's the only reason I'm literally going to talk about.
I can do it. Oh, that's so neat. You
But
see
I
that,
want
Parkers?
to say other things I'm disappointed in as a
I'm
Trump
gonna do it
voter.
again. I'm gonna do it again.
So for like future voting, what should I do? One thing is add the other 75% of research. Thank you. I'm trying to be respectful and courteous of all sides so I can be a good person in society for all. The immigration thing, I don't know why I thought he was going to hire more people to help him get through the process.
Hey, shout out. Okay, I don't know if I'm keeping up with this right. Shout out to Jesse
But
for the 3. Jesse
that is
said,
a
agreed.
narrative
This is
I've
a
heard.
lot of. Oh, I was talking. Okay. Agreed. Jesse said, agreed. This is a lot of misinformation, but y'all, MAGAs are the paragons of misinformation. That is true. That is true. Is your name Willie Earl? Why do I like that so much? Hey, Willie Earl. All right, guys. If we can, let's go ahead and knock out the because it's about that time to go to sleep. I need to go to sleep song.
I did vote for Biden. So
Oh,
I
awesome.
voted
Do you want a
based on
cookie?
disappointment as well.
Cookie? Yeah, no one actually cares about spider disappointment. Hey, bring her a pain. Long
What's
time no
spider
see.
disappointment?
No one cares. You just said you voted for him out of disappointment. So I said no one actually cares about your spite or your disappointment. We don't care.
Spite. I'm sorry. It wasn't
It's
really
okay.
spite. It was just like, well, here he is.
Bananas.
And she was on his whole,
What are the responsibilities of the vice president?
well, according to the media with Biden, it's be president.
What?
Right? Wasn't Biden not cognitively able to be president? So Kamala Harris is basically president.
When did
For
that
someone
medical
who says
report
that they
come out?
deleted a lot of social media and didn't do any fucking research, you seem to be
No,
still
no,
getting
no.
the same talking
I'm
points,
saying
the
the
same
narrative.
bullet points.
Exactly.
I'm saying the narrative.
But
The
see,
narrative
I clocked that a
is
little while ago. I clocked that a few minutes ago.
Biden dropped out.
Mm-hmm.
Is it not Biden cognitively dropped out and Kamala try to hide it?
Turn on my
Is
camera
that
and
not
just fucking glare at him.
Where did you hear that at?
on
I had to fix my wig.
news? And you know, word of mouth.
I had to
What
fix
word
my
of mouth?
wig.
Just through people's word of mouth.
Who?
Biden's not cognitively able.
You talking to Biden? Y'all besties? You
PRC.
texting? You don't have time to Google, but you have time to text the president and learn about his cognitive function?
Did you talk to his doctor? Where did you get that medical?
He
Where you get that medical report is what I want to know.
Oh, I know Scuba Gooding.
Okay.
Thank you. I really like this wig too.
Just okay. That was kind of just off topic, in all honesty. But
Come on,
okay.
Parkers, do it with me, Parkers. We both have bangs.
Queasy,
Yes, ma'am.
you having fun trolling?
I'm not trolling. I'm trying to get enlightened so I can be a better voter next
Okay.
time around.
Okay.
Do
if you
research.
Hold on. No. You want to be
That's why I said
enlightened?
add the other 75 that I'm not doing.
Queasy. You want us to enlighten you?
I'm trying to have a respectful
Okay, hold on. If you want us to enlighten you, it's $53 left in her gift goal. Run her them $53 and we'll enlighten you.
No.
Okay,
Pay
then.
me
You don't
for
wanna-
my
you
time.
need to go ahead and do some research before you come up here talking to us because I don't get paid.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just scrolling by and
We live,
y'all were
baby.
having a heated debate, and I just wanted to say my points.
We
I
ain't had
didn't
a
want
heated
to
debate
be.
for
But
2
your
I didn't want to
hours.
be
points are
talked
illogical
down to.
and you're lying.
How am I
I
lying?
don't like being lied to. It makes my nerves bad and it makes me angry. And I don't like being angry. It makes me sad.
That's understandable.
Jesse said $5. Jesse said in his dad voice,
But
dang it, boy, get off
where did I
TikTok.
lie?
Stop lying. Stop. Like, God
Where did
damn
I
it.
lie?
He said, dang it, boy, get off TikTok. Stop lying and embarrassing yourself in front of these people. Hold on, let me
All
read that
right.
over. Hold on.
No. I heard it. Y'all have
Hey,
a
I'm gonna read it
great
over. I'm
night,
gonna read it over.
and I
Hey,
hope
boy,
Hold
y'all
on,
have a
Drea,
dang it,
hold
boy,
on.
get off
Hold on.
TikTok. Stop lying and embarrassing yourself in front of
Now,
these people.
Drea in the comments said that she doesn't think you're lying. And I trust Drea's judgment in a lot of ways.
I do
So
too.
I'm willing to give you a few more minutes of grace.
I'm not doing
Okay.
the math.
Well, I'm gonna head out just for my sake
Why?
because
I
it's
want to know
late
why.
and
No, I
y'all
want to know
already have
why.
crossed my emotional boundary of respect.
Look,
I hope y'all
Okey-dokey.
have a great night.
You too, love. Thank you for stopping
And
by.
I follow,
I don't
so I'm
hope you
gonna
have a
try
great
to
night.
just educate
keep
myself.
in the data.
But I'm just gonna just
I
keep
hope you go to
y'all
sleep and you
for
stay
a
there.
thing for Google purposes. Thank you.
What did he say? Something for Google purposes?
Mm.
I don't know what he said.
Can I just say this is kind of funny? Like the two people that voted for Trump, me and that guy were both kind of weird, especially him.
At least you know you know what, Matt? I'm
Yeah.
gonna give you credit. At least you know you fucking weird. Like
Thank you.
I can respect that. At least you know you weird as hell.
It was like, oh, I don't know much, but then had every single talking point, not an individual, independent thought to be had, and that really does bother me. Oh
Well,
my
here's
gosh!
the thing. How did you do not
It's
know
that
research?
time.
You didn't know nothing, but you knew every single talking point that the right had. Sir, somebody said they forgot Max was still here. We do be collecting ops where they just be sitting up here quietly.
Yeah, pretty
I'm
much.
chilling. You guys are a lot of fun.
They just sit there. They always come back.
I honestly don't even care about politics that much. I mean, not at all, really.
It's you, Ren. It's you.
What do you mean?
It's you. They love you.
No, it definitely ain't me. It's you.
You know. But
Definitely.
guess what, guys? It's
It's
10:04. It's time to go.
It's midnight here, so
Gotta shut the door.
oh,
I don't know no more.
we didn't do our infomercial.
We can do it now.
Okay.
Go ahead. You ready? Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, Max, go on mute for a second. Okay. Ready? Go. In the arms of
Hey.
the
For just $48 today, you too could sponsor a Black woman. That's all I got. Pay links are in the bio. I don't have anything else. It was just like $48 today. You can sponsor a Black woman. I forgot the rest of the sponsor thing. It was like off the top of the head. I don't remember it. And don't forget, you also can sponsor another Black woman, Raptured Ren. Pay links in the bio. And, you know, Black men out there, you can sponsor a white woman. Parker's. Pay links in the bio. So, guys. Drea, be quiet, Drea. Jeez. You. So.
I wasn't prepared for that.
Y'all don't understand. We have a group chat, okay? We have a group chat, okay? So here's the thing. Yeah, but you too can sponsor a woman creator on TikTok today for just $48. You never know. Tomorrow's price might not be today's price. So hey, get it while it's good. All right. Show your support for women. All right. Show your support.
Reparations. You're just gonna rent me out.
Yes, please. Yes. Yes. Now, guys, I just want to let y'all know. I'm letting y'all know in advance. There will be no show on Friday unless it's super late. So just be prepared. Just want to let y'all know that. Say, hey, auntie. My favorite auntie is here. Why are you putting bruh? Why are you putting bruh? Why are you putting bruh? You
She came
too.
in right at that.
Yes, she did. You too can support a Black woman creator on TikTok. Speaking of sponsorships, guys, if you haven't already, by all means, please go follow me, Everything with Erica, on Twitch and on YouTube. Also, follow Ren I Am at YouTube and Twitch. Again, it's Ren I Am. Very simple. All right. Show us some love because when TikTok goes bye-bye, we still want to do this. We want to talk to these people. All right. We want to continue to have these conversations, and we'll be doing that on Twitch and YouTube. So by all means, shoot us a follow so you can stay up to date on all the fun things. All right.
We need to discuss a Substack.
Yes, I really want to do a Substack so I can write stuff. I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm so much better at writing than I am at talking. It's crazy. When's the pickle show? Aunt Cheryl, come on. It's Tuesday. Is it Tuesday or Monday? What's today, y'all?
Well, it's Tuesday here.
It's my auntie. It is Monday. My aunt told me on when's the pickle show.
Care Bear, you got to come back tomorrow, darling. We shutting down shop.
Oh yeah, we about to be done. I'm trying to find somebody to raise, so that's what we're doing. Auntie, come back on Saturday, and you can get the pickle show. My aunt said, "When's the pickle show?"
Wait, Parker said the pickle show is something different. It does sound very different.
Hey, she called it what she called it. She said, "When is the pickle show?"
She wants that pickle show.
You love the pickle show, auntie? You never told me you love the pickle show. I'm glad to hear that. That makes me so happy. All right. My aunt wants the pickle.
That sounded
so auntie in the chat.
Oh, my aunt's awesome. All right. Cool.
I know she'd be like, I don't know what Eric be doing over there, but it'd be wild. I love it. Every bit of it. But it's wild over there.
Y'all gotta understand, my aunt been with the shits, okay? my auntie been with the shits, okay? So this ain't nothing to her. Ain't that right, Aunt Cheryl? Mm-hmm. All right, let me see who's live. All right, my baby Jessica is live.
I'm deciding I'm gonna go panel hop for a few minutes before I fall asleep.
I think I want to do the same. All right. I always give Jessica one, but it is women supporting women. So we are going to go say hi to Jessica Simone. All right. And because I don't see Swan is live or anything. Okay. All right, guys, let's go say hi to Jessica Simone. Y'all know Jessica. I ain't got to put the name up there because y'all know who Jessica is. So let's go say hi to Jessica Simone. Drop them hearts in the chat. Say Erica Raid. Let's go show her some love. All right, y'all. Max, thank you for joining us.
Thanks
Yeah,
for having me.
of course. You have a great night.
You too. You guys are a lot of fun.
All right. Thank you. We try. All right. Parker's my love. Any final words?
I hope everybody wakes up in the morning except for
Yeah.
MAGA.
God damn it, Parker's. Yes, I hope so too. And Ren, any final words?
Yeehaw. Fuck the law.
And that's what it is. All right, guys. Thank you so much for the love, the support, the encouragement, and the engagement. It's been a weird night. It's been absolutely weird. I don't know what bait I put out there tonight. Hopefully tomorrow, the ops are more coherent and a lot less racist. Okay. All right. But thank you so much again for that love, that support, that encouragement, and most definitely the engagement. Y'all are friggin' fantastic. Remember this, if you can't do anything else, if you can't be kind to yourself, be kind to someone else. Night, night. Don't let this